And that was when I met my second wife.
If Jesus was made out of cheese, would he just be called Jesus Christ?
Oh, that's funny. That's really good.
Guys, we need to do the fake laugh.
Guys, you're supposed to share.
Welcome to another episode, episode 42 by my estimation, of Natural 7 Adventures. So anyway, that's where we're at now.
42 is divisible by 7?
Yes. Math.
So,
Do you think if Jesus fell downstairs, he'd fall off them too?
Yes, this is that episode.
No.
It's not a bad episode until you make it one.
What's the number that's really special? 9? Or is it 3?
Okay, lots of numbers are special. It depends on what you mean.
Like the one that Tesla said was like, once you understand the significance of this number,
23.
Was it 23?
I don't know.
AUTSIM special.
I don't like any
That's
of you.
not a number.
But it is pretty special.
Yes, 8.
I learned to spell that off the top of my head in 6th grade.
Okay, so
Do you think if Jesus came back right now?
Okay,
he would
stop
laugh
it.
and then
we've
leave?
heard that joke already today. In the
What?
last 5 minutes. Okay, so where we last left off, some of the party members had gotten a little tipsy, and it's canon that Broadleaf is currently a drunk goblin hanging out on the edge of Carrick's rock magic carpet.
Glad you finished that sentence.
Well, he's also drunk, or passed out anyway. And that was a day and a half ago. You guys are sleeping it off. Yeah, so the morning of the 17th day of the 4th month, I believe. The 17th day of the 4th month in the year 1209, which is not a moon day. What's that? It's the next day. But anyway.
What?
Yeah, I have days and stuff.
Do you have a moon chart?
No. That's one of the names of the... It's a 5-day week. That's one of the days of the week. You missed all of that.
To
For
chart
sure.
your cycles.
Yes. Goblins have a thing. You're not aware of it. It's going to be a learning experience for you, but you'll figure it out. Anyway, now that Nolan's here, where?
Make goat noises.
No. Okay, Keaton and Pete just both simultaneously stood up and left. We've only been trying to play for the past hour.
They have a brew
More
of
or
nose.
less.
This is
We had some interesting
Who does we have here?
Lee!
It's
Lee!
Hello!
Settle in. We got stuff to do, man. Now that Win-Win's here, more or less, and Timothy's gonna have to sit somewhere. We'll figure that out when he gets here. He said he is. I don't know when.
Do you not have a phone?
No.
You don't answer any messages or nothing.
You talked to Thomas, but you didn't talk to us.
I'd like to
Talk
take
to
this
Thomas.
time and point out that I'm not the only one here with the skin condition anymore.
We got him in similar ways.
Except for his came from a fire-breathing idiot.
Instead of an acid-breathing dragon. Anyway, so on the morning of the 17th day of the 4th month, the party members, Win-Win, Thompson, Cheem, Dr. Raoul, and Nevitash, headed out to go to the plane of air to help their friend Win-Win retrieve his kingdom from fiends. And they went to a location known as the Eternal Bridge. And they also left some money behind and a note for Carrick and Broadleaf to explain where they're going because they were passed out drunk. And
It's
they went to the
gibberish
Eternal
Irish.
Bridge, spoke with Zulabar, the troll guardian of the bridge. They climbed up to the top of the tower, which is also the bridge, and ventured into the airplane. However, Win-Win was banished to the airplane via the banishment spell to save them 1,000 gold pieces, because that's how that spell works. From there, the Win-Win just got sent off somewhere. They know not where he is in the airplane. We'll get to that in a little bit. And stepping through the portal to the plane of air fell Thompson, Dr. Raoul, and Nevitash. However, Cheem tried to use counterfeit money and got sent to prison by stepping through the portal. Because that's what Cheem does.
How much money do we actually have? We have so much money. Why would we use counterfeit money?
He didn't know it was counterfeit.
He grabbed random stuff and didn't even know he had fraudulent money on him.
Oh,
We still
Where does he
discussed
get
that one thing.
fraudulent
But the magic portal knew.
We still gotta discuss the one thing we talked about with the possibly bailing.
We need another chair now.
Yes, we'll get to
Yeah.
that. Or he could sit in
yeah,
between
that works.
those two, or
Ooh.
somewhere over there. Timothy.
Hey, Timothy.
You look weird.
Always.
I might have another chair back there. I don't know if I can fit. You guys might have to scooch together to get all three on camera, though.
I like my personal
Probably in.
Anyway,
Nolan does not get Neapolitan.
He gets Neapolitan.
No, he
You
does
bought
not.
it
Lost my
for
train of thought.
everybody. He
Oh.
has ice cream.
since Cheem
In the
fell
freezer,
through
go, quickly.
Since Team fell through what?
into a prison
We fell into a
somewhere, that there happened to be a tabaxi that's been following the party for a while because he is obsessed with Cheem for reasons. And he had lost the party for a long time when they went into the Underdark, was finally to happily have found them again. Sure. And then ended up following them to the plane of air as well, using his own financial stuff. So, falling through the air was the Tabaxi, Thompson, Dr. Raoul, and Nevitash. They fought some air elementals on their way through, figured out how to fly, actually, and then took off towards a speck they saw in the sky, hoping it would mean something, because otherwise it's just a boundless blue expanse.
Minecraft Skywalk.
Pretty much. More or less. So, that is where we left off.
I did it.
You did what? You ate all the ice cream?
It's been filled.
Storm has eaten all of the ice cream.
It's been a rough day.
Okay, that camera is not wide angle enough to get all three of you. We have half of Timothy and part of Brody.
And none of Nolan?
I asked for marinara and they gave me ranch.
Just scoot in.
You guys got to scoot in together.
You
Because I
deserve
knew the
it.
ranch would be too spicy for you.
You deserve the
No,
ranch
it's
they gave you.
ranch.
Nolan, you deserve the ranch that they gave you.
Have I had a long
For showing up late.
Okay, I can't go any less widescreen with that one.
Can I have extra hit points for sleeping for 2 days?
That is not how that works. Okay, well,
You know, damage be
You
half.
got rid of
can you
your
guys
exhaustion
just
from
scoot
alcohol.
together a little bit?
And all have
You
damage
can.
be half since I'm very
Be
good.
gay, dude.
Nobody
Come
wants to,
on.
well, everybody wants to see the Under Armour shirt guy.
Yeah,
Under Armour
actually, you have fans, Brody. The fans want you.
Do it for the fans.
yeah, while you're scooching close.
Yeah, because we only have half your head right now.
There you go.
Now.
Hey, look at
Am I
that.
allowed to take my
Look
socks
closer.
off?
No,
No,
our
You
socks
can
have to be
almost
kept
see
on.
all of Nolan and almost all of Brody. Like,
Scoot.
scooch in like a couple more inches.
Oh,
It's a little, there you go.
Thank you.
That is a match made in heaven.
Sorry, I'll find a more widescreen camera at some point. I just got no money for that. But we have all three of you.
Looks like a cover for NSYNC.
Okay, so that's where we left off. Toxin is also in the basement somewhere of his of the house. So that's where we're going to pick up because Broadleaf and Carrick have to leave sooner than later eventually. So we're gonna try to get some of their stuff done first. So Broadleaf, Carrick, you guys wake up in your kitchen. There's vomit on the floor, and it's kind of been a rough night since you were last around. Possibly extremely hungover. Possibly. And looking around, you see on the counter, you see 2 notes and a stack of gold pieces.
Bradley, I think we've got our first ransom.
I think you should read this. I'm not so good at reading. Don't tell anybody I said that, but the little secret
Alright.
between you and me, I'm not very good at reading.
Alright, well, you hold on to the gold then. And I'll open up the note and read what it says.
Okay, so the first note says, "Note to Broadleaf. Hey there, you lazy bum. Here is 3,000 gold pieces for you to come to the airplane with us, whatever in God's name that may be. P.S. I bought a cool ferret named Charles today. XOXO Thompson."
Samson must have written this.
Samson's.
Actually, it was Thompson.
Oh,
Who thought?
Thompson. I like
Okay.
Thompson.
Well, I'll leave that with you to read later at your own leisure. And I will pick up the second one, assuming it's probably just an extension saying PS or something. Just like,
The second one says, "Note to Carrick. We are going to the airplane to assist Winwin in freeing his family from a fiend known as a Marlith called Lilith. Please make all preparation and join us as quickly as possible. Signed, Dr. Raoul Zeta."
who's Dr. Raoul Zeta?
I think he's Nivelstash's friend. No, he's Toxin's friend. They met at a bar while we were drinking
And
here.
Toxin walks in at this moment to go get a bite of food from the kitchen.
Toxin.
Yeah.
When did you get back?
When did I get back? Oh, I never left.
You didn't leave last session.
Yeah,
you were,
I
you
did
were
not-
there.
I never left.
Was I that drunk?
No, I was hiding.
You were pretty drunk, Kirk.
Well, I like sleeping. It's the only way I can get it undisturbed. It's also really weird because I kind of don't really sleep. But, whatever. So, I guess we have to go and find the group.
Yeah. What is an airplane?
It's a thing. It's like a bird, but you can put people in it, and it flies like a magic carpet.
Where exactly is the group?
Imagine Gandalf.
Oh, sorry, they're in the airplane.
How do we get there?
Yeah, what he said.
Well, I think there's a land portal called Southwest. We might be able to gain access to the airplane from.
I thought it was near the Atlantic.
Down by the Delta.
Oh, yep. Down by the Delta, that's right.
It's my last name.
You're not there.
I know.
I said we head there.
Right. Well, everyone, get ready. I need to get this taste out of my mouth. I'm pretty sure. What day is it?
17.
Oh, God.
17.
I've been asleep for 24 hours. Oh, jeez. I don't hang over well, apparently. Alright, well, let's go. Find everyone else.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh,
So
boy.
we're going into town.
That's where we were supposed to go. I think they left without us. But, yeah.
I'm gonna go put pants on first.
While he puts pants on, I'm going to double check the note. We are supposed to go to town, right?
You're supposed to go to the airplane.
Never said how to get to the airplane.
Okay, so we're going to go to town, ask around about how to get to the airplane, and then who was the chick again? I forgot her name.
Miss Singh. Throwback to episode 1.
Yeah, I was just listening to that. Which chick? Thud?
Did Pete enjoy
Nope.
that?
The one in the note.
There's a chick in the note?
Lilith.
Yeah.
Lilith.
Lilith. Okay, thank you.
Lilith the Phyllis.
Is Lilith someone we can contact you to the airplane, or is she with the group? I'm like ADHD the whole note.
You're freeing Winwin's family from a fiend who is known as Lilith.
Aha, there we go.
She is a Marlith, as the note also clarifies.
I'm sending it to you on Facebook, Thomas.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. So once everyone gets their crap together, we will make our way to town and start inquiring as to how we can gain access to the airplane.
I second it.
What
Okay.
is
So, you guys, anything you want to do, or you're gonna head to town? You're ready to go?
Ah,
Three of you?
Riley,
Potion.
get your socks on.
Potion shop. That one. I'm gonna go to a potion shop.
Okay.
Did anybody else buy Well, we have 2 healers now. We don't need potions of healing.
And Win bought
I
out the
also
potion shop.
have an insane amount of potions
sure.
that you need.
You have 3.
No, that was just from the last quest.
Oh. Actually, do we use rations in this game?
Barely.
If you don't bring it up, then no.
Yeah, pretty much. And you're going to free a kingdom. It's not like you're going into the Underdark. There's food in the airplane.
Yeah, but you never know. But I think I'm good actually. That's the DM saying I didn't prepare shop.
Yeah, but
No, shops are
have
easy.
you ever had airplane food? Like,
It's a lot of chicken.
The food's
Actually,
not
there's
very.
no chicken.
There is no
Established
chicken.
very early. There are no
Peanuts
chickens.
and alcohol.
what's the deal with airplane?
I don't think there's a lot of alcohol, judging by Win-Win's tolerance to it.
No, I'm good to go.
Okay, so you 3 head to town. We only have Broadleaf's shoulder. Perfect, thank you. Just sit like that the whole time.
I'm Under Armour shirt man.
Yep. Except you're wearing Carhartt today. Okay, so the 3 of you head to town, and after.
Today,
Huh?
I'm under.
I lost Dylan's dice.
Today.
Yep, you are Under Armour guy today. So you arrive in town.
People are gonna be so confused.
What preparations would you like to make? Shops you'd like to visit? Things you'd like to do? Or you're just gonna start asking around in general?
We need small pillows.
There's one more D4 back there. Small pillows.
Last week at an airplane.
Neck pillows.
We're gonna stretch this out as far as it'll go.
Warm cloths.
Remember, you can't bring in more than 3 fluid ounces.
Good thing healing potions are only a 1 ounce bottle.
So, never mind.
And that's actual.
A good thing I got banished because I had a lot. I had a lot of potions.
Can I leave?
You gotta be more descriptive than that.
We are leaving.
I wanna
I want to go
I want to leave I'm gonna leave a couple things in the chest at home, but it's not important.
Just double checking.
I still have that trumpet, right?
No. You're good.
No, I'm keeping it all. Let's just go to the airplane.
Okay, little naked goblin man. Go.
I got pants.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot he was a goblin. That interaction is a lot funnier with him as a goblin.
He's sleeping.
I forgot that. Can you move your...
Alright, are we making our way to
Downtown.
downtown?
To the
Are we walking fast by chance?
You're walking fast to where?
Downtown?
Yeah. Faces pass, but you're homebound.
Oh, we're not homebound, we're leaving home.
Oh, that's right.
You know, there's an airplane.
Your
version of
Win-Win's
that, right?
homebound.
Carrick,
Making my way downtown. I'm a seagull.
do you ever tire of avenging things and fighting?
You know? No.
Me neither. I just signed up to do it forever. That's how much I like it.
I feel like I would get bored.
Right, like farming and chickens.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Chicken.
Hard pass. I think if anything, I would probably join a fight club of some kind.
You know, we could start a fight club when this is all done.
You know, yeah, we could.
Do you think there should be rules, or?
Well, I mean, rule 1 should definitely be we don't talk about it.
Oh, understood.
How did
Oh,
you
hey,
not see where that was going?
I was as we're walking into town, probably if I was me to ask you, what kind of weaponry do you have?
Well, I just got this brand new, really fancy glaive that hits really hard, but I'm 3 foot nothing, so I'm just using this spear until I grow big again.
Well, I actually,
As he impales himself.
I might be able to help you with that. And I will reach into my handy sack and I will grab my my venomous dagger,
Oh yeah.
and I will just kind of fling it out and hand it a hilt over to him. I was like, see if you can use this until you become a great weapon master again.
Well, thank you, Carrick. I will try to use this to great avail.
So this is a venomous dagger that does 1d4 plus 2d10 poison damage.
Plus 2d10.
D6.
No, it says 2d10.
Get out.
Yeah.
Why do you not use it then?
2d10 poison damage, and I poison for 1 minute, and you can use it only once per day.
Once per day.
The
That's
poison
why.
effect.
I'm gonna keep
That's
that
why it's
one
2d10.
in my back pocket.
That's impressive.
You should be able to actually. It's an item on D&D
Does that last a minute?
until you hit something.
Oh, it's only one hit that gets that.
Dagger,
Yeah,
okay, I thought it was
dagger of
poison minute.
venom.
That was
Poison
confused.
in the poison in the dagger regenerates after a day.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's a con save.
Not you.
Yeah, but it's a con save.
For them, to avoid being poisoned, I think they still take the damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if they fail the con save, they take that. You roll 2d10 per round for a minute, so 10 rounds.
That's a severely overpowered
like
weapon
it.
that has never been used once in this campaign.
I wanted to hoard it for something good, but everything kept being dead or poison resistant, so
Does it recharge after a long rest, or you just use it once
it
and it's
recharges.
gone?
It recharges once a day.
At dawn every day, gets a new charge.
So it's
Yeah,
magic.
because you bought that literally first episode, first session.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was all excited to use it, but everything again was dead, acidic, or already immune to everything that I could do with it.
You gotta quit fighting dwarves, man.
Well, that's why I gave it to a kind of dwarf that turned into a goblin guy.
I'm excited to use this.
Good. I'm
Okay,
excited to actually see in action, hopefully, kind of maybe.
yeah. So,
Now I have to read Polar Master again.
you guys get to town. Where are you gonna go try to find out where to go to the airplane?
Church.
Well, actually,
Library.
church.
Stop shouting places.
You could actually, you two could both make history checks. Actually, you
I
both.
leave walking into town. Church. Library. Steeple.
Just saying words he knows.
Oh, I would actually like to stop by the library real quick.
Alrighty.
Okay, so you head to the library, which is the Apex Ethereum.
Did you
And-
make a history check or someone else?
I mean, you guys could if you want, because you were told at one point how to get to the airplane.
Were we drunk?
No. You were told this by a gold dragon lady.
Oh, jeez, yeah, no way.
Oh, that would be a 19 for me.
My
History?
computer won't
Yeah.
turn on.
You realize that's one of my dump stats.
It lights up for a second, just like the keyboard and stuff,
Ha!
and then it goes
20.
blank again. Is it plugged in?
Wow. Broadleaf actually remembers something for once. And Carrick, you're just like, wait, I know this. You're supposed to go to a place known as the Eternal Bridge.
Is that power strip on?
Yes, it's powering the lights.
What a
Check
bridge.
and see if it's
like
plugged
a
into the
bridge
bottom of
that
your
ends, The Forever Bridge, the...
The Eternal Bridge.
It's the Eternal Bridge, Carrick.
Ah, that's what... Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
that was close.
That
And
hurt.
It's
I don't want to do that again.
and Toxin, you're with them, just so you know.
Yes.
And it's a very large tower that towers above Colfax, at the very tippy top of the city. Big black obsidian tower.
I feel like that should be something that wouldn't be hard to not remember.
You know,
think
Toxin,
so.
I learned about the Eternal Bridge from one of your kind.
You did?
She's very pretty. You might like her.
Uh-huh.
League. Might have to meet her sometime. Maybe later.
Could go your league.
All right.
Immediately tries to set Toxin up. Has a thought. Toxin needs a girlfriend.
Library.
I'll make it short and sweet. I want to book.
Seeing that this is taking a weird
Tempest.
turn, I'm just going to kind of segue away from those two.
I'm gonna follow
Making
him
soup.
quickly.
Okay, I'm going to the library.
Okay,
Potato bacon.
so you go to the library. Okay, you go to the library, and you walk into the Apex Ethereum, and you see the old man wizard behind the counter who you've talked to before. And
Bookseller.
I don't know if you gave him your name last time.
I want your strongest book.
Potion.
Hello there, sir. Did you ever have any luck with that pamphlet I gave you on Garagos? Did it provide the information you wanted?
Oh, what do you know?
He's a goblin.
Oh wait, that's right.
How did
Sorry,
you know
my
my
bad.
name?
Rewind. Hello, goblin fellow. What? What are you looking for?
I would like a book about Tempest with lots of pictures.
You know, you sound very much like another fellow that came in here a while ago. But he was looking for a book on Tempest's enemy, Gargos. Anyway, yes, we have a book on Tempest.
Can I have it?
This book will cost you 3 gold.
Alright.
I will hand over 3 shekels.
Okay. He reaches down and takes them from you. And he...
Did I ever return the book about Gargos?
It got destroyed.
Okay.
And it was a pamphlet. They didn't have much information on Garagos. Tempest, they have quite a bit more.
Okay.
He comes back and he brings you a book called A Guide to Tempest. What's his aliases? I gotta look it up.
Guide to Tempest for Idiots.
The Dummy's Guide to Tempest.
The Dummy's Guide to Tempest.
You know, I don't want to brag, but I recently met Tempest.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Just like you're a young child. I did not put his. Anyway, it's a guide to Tempest, the warrior god.
First, you must eat an apple.
I'm sure you did, little one.
I did.
Tempest doesn't normally what's the word I'm trying to say? Associate with people of your kind.
I wasn't of my kind when I met him, but that's Sarek's fault. Anyway, do you have any magical books?
You just see his face. He's just like. And what one is yourself? We're a library. What
I
would you
have
be
a
looking
friend
for?
who has a thing for magic books, and I need to buy him a present. I think I missed his birthday.
Library, not a bookstore.
I just bought a book.
It's a little of both.
It's a bookstore.
It's a Barnes and Noble or what?
Kinda.
Have you heard
Barnes
anything
and
about
Noble.
Tasha's?
Bards and Nobles.
Barnes and Nobles.
Bards and Nobles. Come on,
No,
boys.
it's the Apex Ethereum. Sorry.
Next
What are
one.
you buying for?
Huh?
Who are you buying for?
My computers.
What? I want a magic book to give to Gene when he gets out of jail.
Oh.
She was in jail?
You guys don't know that. I mean, you wouldn't be surprised, but you don't know that.
Well, he probably tried to play with someone who was cooking.
Plug it directly in.
Oh, that could be a problem. Sometimes this bottom. Yeah, see the bottom of the surge protector is broken. It doesn't work always.
That'll be it. Because I'm hoping my computer's not broken. I used it earlier.
The picture I sent you too.
Okay.
They call me
what
Five-Head.
kind of magic book? You didn't really say. You just a
Just
present.
Just like a funny magic book, one that goes pop when you open it, or like one that makes you profess your deepest, darkest secrets to anybody in the room and then makes you feel dark.
You know,
and
we
evil.
did have a book like that, and it was stolen back when the pet shop burned down.
Really?
Yes.
That's terrible. The pet shop burnt down.
Can I have you make a
Does he
make
know
a
about
performance check for me, please?
Does Brad know about that even?
Gonna stand
we
by
never-
the door.
You guys helped build. You all helped rebuild the pet
Well,
shop.
I told him to help, but I didn't.
Ah!
But I didn't. I didn't tell him.
3.
Dylan. I made him
Bradley
rebuild.
does-
I never said why. I
Bradley
just said
does
that don't
not know the
associate me.
context behind.
Yeah. Only Cheem really knows.
No, he doesn't know that it's. He doesn't know that. You don't know that the.
I know Steve. I know. I know Cheem steals things and that he has the book.
You don't know where Team got the book.
Okay.
But the librarian literally just said that book was stolen around the same time that the pet shop burned down, which you helped rebuild. Now, I don't remember if there was any talking about saying that Cheem and Pal burned the pet shop.
No.
I don't
Al
think that.
never said a word.
The only talking was of Cheem telling Sam about it, and then Sam making him and Pal go and help rebuild because
And
he was
Cheem
mad.
has
with him.
only said the mentioned it once, and I don't think Bradley was actually
Okay.
with.
So we're gonna have you do an intelligence check to see if you can put 2 and 2 together. It might equal 4, but it might equal 1.
Intelligence, you say?
Because
Oh, boy.
13.
What's happening? I'm leaning up against the front door in case things go south. I just can't.
What is your intelligence stat? 11?
13's not high enough. You don't really put 2 and 2 together, but
It would have been funner if I did.
I mean, yeah.
It also does kind of screw Cheem.
Cheem's in jail. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's not like Broadleaf's going to tell
I
on
just
him.
don't want to get caught having destroyed the book that I borrowed. My library card.
I need to go back and write down the books that you guys are supposed to return because none of them have come back.
I actually bought mine.
His library card is revoked.
Wait, hold on. Did I?
It's about to be.
I think I went to the bookstore to return the one book.
You might have.
I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Otherwise, I did pay for it in full.
Okay. So, circling back around. You, I mean, okay, he's got an 11 in intelligence. Is that too far of a jump for him to put 2 and 2 together? He doesn't know how the pet shop burned down, but he knows that the book went missing around that time. And he knows they were in town around that time.
So I would say that this probably falls under things like wisdom
Instead of intelligence?
instead of intelligence.
Worse. So wisdom was worse.
That's so much worse.
You might need to talk to somebody about this to work it out. That's where we're going to leave that. You might be you're confused. You're not 100% sure what's going on, but you feel like things are connected there.
Okay, well, continue on.
So, we don't have any books like that at this time, but I do have this fun one that's for children, that when you open it, there's a poof and sparks, and it can scare you, or children.
I'll take that one.
Okay, that one's 5 silver.
Okay, I'm gonna pay for it.
All right.
I wish that worked because I was just gonna start blurting out goblin speak and run away.
Toxin, Carrick, anything you guys want to do in town?
No, I'm ready to rock. I just
All right.
got a target lock.
Okay, so you guys head up into the mountain to the top of the city's like Minas Tirith, built into the mountain, and then the tower is on top of the mountain. So you make your way up there to the very tippy top, and you come to the base of the tower, and at the base of this tower there is one small hut with light smoke coming out of the chimney. And the door, this is the only doorway in.
Has been elected.
I don't remember.
Somebody
When
good enough?
smoke coming out of the chimney and the door opens magically just by itself.
No.
Kurt, why don't you knock on the door? I don't feel good about huts in the woods.
It's opening, my man.
No,
Sure.
the door is not opening. You need to knock on the door and announce
Don't you
your
have
presence.
that magic finger thingy that you can do things far away with your magic finger?
I don't know if this constitutes mage hand. It's not necessarily like a. I don't like that grid peak cut up.
Can I go knock on the door while they're debating on this?
Yes, you can go.
Last
knock on
time
the
there
door.
was a hut in the woods, there was an evil clown in it that made me retarded.
I mean,
It's not
that was a
wrong.
valid point. I know. I can see you're not a fan of doors for a reason.
So while you guys are arguing, Toxin goes and knocks on the door, and it's a large door. It's about 10 feet tall. So
And?
you knock on the door, and you see a slider open, and eyes look out.
Don't do it.
Hello there.
Hello?
Oh my god, it's Sean Connery.
Who? Yes. What can I help you with today?
Oh,
We were looking a way to get to the airplane.
Well, you've come to the right place. Shuts the slider. I broke Thomas.
this is magnificent.
Opens the door, and you see standing before you a troll with a white button-down shirt, suspenders, a pair of spectacles on his nose, cufflinks. I mean, this guy looks kind of like pretty well put together.
Does he have a troll face?
He's a troll.
Does he have a troll face?
I'm absolutely
Yes.
Problemo.
So, are all three of you fine gentlemen looking to come to the airplane?
Yes.
Oh, we want to go in it.
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
I am. People of my people are often quite tall, young, small fellow. And you are really small.
Well, I was big, and then I was the same, and then I was medium. Now I have new eyebrows.
One might say you are well in brow, sir.
That is a good one.
Are you aware of our fee to enter one of our portals?
I believe so.
Is there a riddle?
No. It is 1,000 gold pieces per person.
Carrick.
He's constantly smiling.
That's why they left the money.
Oh,
Did you bring it?
I gave it to you.
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna pull the money out of the handy haversack or something.
All right. And I have to ask. I didn't know that I would have to ask this question. None of these are counterfeit, are they?
Why would we have counterfeit coins?
Well, you see, the last fellows that came through here, one of them did have counterfeit coins, and well, if you pay with counterfeit money, well, it sends you to prison instead of the airplane.
Damn it, James.
Wait, what? Can I
Rod.
ask what group came through here last time? How do you even
Carrick,
you assume that it's Cheem already?
it was James.
It's a very specific guess.
Do you think it was Samson?
Mr. Troll.
He's not there.
What is
He
his name?
left.
I'm sorry.
My name is Zulabar.
Bless you.
And the last group that came through here was a birdie fellow. I believe he's from the airplane, anyway. And a couple of three human folk, on a tabaxi, a cat person. He came through a little bit later though. He didn't quite go through with the rest, and they actually banished the bird fellow to the airplane first.
Which one did the fake money?
Interesting. You didn't happen to get the names of any of these individuals, did you?
I don't
You
recall.
probably had Thompson's name.
Did you guys introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I think Thompson definitely did. He said he had a nice shirt too.
One of the nice fellows was Thompson. There was another man. He was smoking a cigar. Really a classy fellow. And then there was a younger gentleman with kind of fuzzy hair, and he just kind of had an air about him of mischievousness. He was the one with the counterfeit coins.
Carrick, we have to go break Cheem out of jail. We have to take this train and take it off the rails and go break Cheem out of jail.
If this is where this is going,
So-
we
so
might as well do the one thing we talked about.
Will you excuse us for one moment, please?
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. I take broadleaf. I saw that. Come on over here. Toxin, you two.
Alright.
Are we? I need to ask this as a friend. You're suggesting we break Cheem out of prison in front of one of the men who caught him with counterfeit money and sent him there, probably. Also,
Did I?
he is massive, but a gentleman nonetheless.
I didn't mean to say it that loud.
But you
I
said it.
mean, you said it, you shouted it, basically. So, I just kind of like pat him on the shoulder,
Carrick,
walk back to Zulu Bar.
no matter what you say, we should definitely not break Cheem out of jail.
Wink, but with the eye facing the troll.
I walked back and I yanked the gold out of his hand. And I said, 3 to the airplane, please.
All right. Thank you.
Please also check our currency. I'm fairly certain it is legitimate. However, now I'm concerned for unknown reasons.
yes.
Just excessive paranoia at this point.
Let me drop it into my portal here. This goes straight to the bank, and they will check it for me.
Excellent.
Drops it in, all runs through. All right, you are all good to go. If you would like to follow me, it is a quite a lot of steps, as you can see, to get to the top.
I'm gonna ride on Carrick.
He's back? Okay.
Yes.
So you guys take the journey upward, all the way to the top of the tower.
About 5/8 of the way up, I'm gonna ask Carrick. Carrick, don't you have a flying carpet?
Yes, I do. However, at this particular point in time, it seems rude to use it for us three and ignore Mr. Zulabar here, who is, in fact, leading us to where we need to go.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Also, why are you on my back, and why am I holding you like a toddler?
Well, you see, when you're 6'5", steps are like up to your ankle. But when you're a goblin of 3 foot nothing, your balls drag on the way up.
That's why you guys can run really fast on all fours. Pretty good at hopping and shit. So.
Do you want to see a troll jump from a tower?
What?
Because if you have a goblin run on all fours, then that'll probably be what happens.
You're not a cockroach, man.
It's kind of like when you see a bug skittle across the floor.
Zulabar overhears your guys' conversation.
Yeah, thank God.
There will be some jumping from the tower, but it won't be me. But I must ask you, young goblin fellow.
Threat?
Do you giggle when you run through tall grass?
You know, I haven't tried it yet, but now I'm curious. I know snow isn't enjoyable.
Just thought I'd ask. At this point, you guys are up to the top, and he takes you into a rather large circular room, and forgot my directions.
Troll face.
I wish I could do a troll face.
Platinum piece. Platinum piece. I gotta put the hat on backwards for that. Pretty alright. That's pretty good. Yeah. Some people will see it, some people won't.
1 second here. I forgot my directions.
Hope I didn't have any ice cream on my lips.
Storm, you always got ice cream on your lips.
Oh, cream.
The lactose intolerant guy is chugging ice cream.
I'm not lactose intolerant, dude.
You're lactose intolerant.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I just have bad
How do you feel
shits
about
when I eat
cows?
cheese.
That's lactose intolerant.
I really don't.
How do you feel about cows?
They're pretty cool.
Pigs?
They're tasty.
Deer?
I like the venison.
Okay. If you were gonna say that you didn't like any of those animals, I was gonna say you're lactose
Dude, they all go good with cheese.
That's true.
Anyway, so you guys arrive
My point
at the
was
top
that
of the
they're
room,
Yeah.
and there are 4 doors, one facing each of the major directions: north, east, south, and west. The eastmost door. Bye, Thomas.
The eastmost door.
The eastmost door is it's got a lot of dirt in front of it, like it needs to be swept in front of,
He's wearing a choker.
and kind of sand trickles through. The southmost door has blue and red flames flickering around the edges and looks kind of charred. Southmost door. The the northmost door.
It's like gusty.
No, but there's like sea spray and it smells fishy, and you can hear, if you press your ear up against the door, you can hear waves.
The other one's
The westmost door is got a breeze coming through, and that you gather is the airplane.
Oh no.
So
Uh oh.
It's like it's very
Well, we are here. As you can see, you probably want to take the door to the west.
So this
Go
is
to
the
the
airplane.
No, this
Where's everybody?
you have to go through the door to get to the airplane.
This isn't the airplane.
No, this is the top of the Eternal Bridge.
Bridges go sideways.
Not this one.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, it is kind of sideways when you think about it, because we're at the tippy top, but the doors all go sideways.
So we just have to go through the door?
Yes.
I'll
The-
start walking towards the door.
This fiery one looks fun. I'll try that one.
No, that is the pane of fire. You will come out like a chicken nugget. You'll be crispy.
What's the point of having it?
Like a burnt chicken nugget.
But will I still love myself?
I look like a burnt chicken leg. I look massive.
That I do not know.
So I'm gonna walk through the air door.
So all three of you walk through the door to the airplane. And as you open the door and look down, you just see clouds below you. And the three of you step through the door and immediately begin free falling straight down. And you get closer and closer, and now you can see the ground coming.
Initiate R2D2 screaming emitting from the ground.
When you're just about to impact, it fades to black and then fades back to blue sky.
You're in heaven.
Everywhere around you in every direction, you can see nothing. And we're going to need you three to roll initiative, but we're going to get back to you three in a little bit. We're going to go to Win-Win next.
No, I think I'm the one that gave him this
Ain't a
idea.
cloud inside. It's starting
Win-win.
raining. Everybody.
Where last we left you, you were banished to the airplane.
Am I just in nothingness?
So
Or am I on a land somewhere?
the airplane is mostly air.
Yeah, but there's land places.
How long has it been since you were in the airplane?
I would have entered 5 minutes before they did.
How long has it been since the last time you were there? How long were you in the material plane prior to joining the party?
Not very.
What did we say, about a year? Give or take? So it's been almost 2 years?
If that's 6 months to a year.
Okay, so it's been pretty close to a year and a half.
Year and a half, we'll say.
Okay, so I want you to make one wisdom check for me
I need dice for that.
with a fairly low DC.
I thought I would need dice. Wisdom's not helpful. Thanks, buddy. That's in my head now. What? Mr. Blue Sky.
Oh, Mr. Blue Sky was right up last time too.
What's in your head?
Was it really?
Yeah.
I left. Mr. Blue Sky is.
What's in your head?
Yes.
Zombies?
I will kill you. Zombies.
It's another good song.
Zombies?
Dang it, guys, stop!
Okay. Moving
That's the
on.
sound of a zombie right there.
Wisdom check.
12.
12. So you immediately, upon being banished, you remember how to fly, how to maintain your balance, and how that whole dealio goes.
I'm a bird. I'm not going to do that in the normal one.
Yes, but the airplane's different.
It's fair.
Because you decide which way gravity goes.
That's fair. That's
We'll get to
weird.
that. It's a lot of fun.
I'm going to just free fall up for a bit. Because there is no
There is no up. It's just direction. It's directionless. There is
So you
nothing to
literally
base your
just
direction on.
pick which direction you want to go and go that way.
Yes.
How does this affect movement speed?
So we were discussing beforehand.
You kind of have to.
Technically,
discuss that. It's not
you're-
walking.
Yeah, technically you're not walking. You're falling. Whichever way you decide gravity is, that's the direction you go. Hence the wisdom checks to try to figure out how to figure that out.
Okay.
So falling is up to 1,000 feet per round. So slowing down is the problem. Okay,
You have
so
to just make
for
an even
purposes,
gravity all the way around you.
yes. So for purposes, just so everybody's aware how this is all going to work, when you're traveling, you can move up to 1,000 feet per second or per
For 6
round
seconds.
for 6 seconds. You're smoking through space.
Holy shnikes.
During combat, though, because combat maneuvers, turning left and right, you can either use your fly speed if you have one, or your walking speed. You do not get 1,000 feet per round of movement, because that is strictly focusing, plus it takes time to accelerate up to that point, and stuff like that. So, for combat, you get your normal movement, flying speed or walking speed, whichever one you have. Otherwise, traveling you get 1,000 feet per second or per 6 seconds. So
$1,000
you're
per
smoking.
6 seconds, right?
Yep.
1,000 feet.
Yep.
Okay, so
Alright.
that's 10,000 feet per minute.
Yep.
So that's 600,000 feet per hour.
Yep.
Divide that by 5,280 is 113 miles an hour.
Yeah, you're smoking.
Zoom!
Yep.
Do we start on fire at some
There
point?
is air resistance, and you won't start on fire, but you will get teary-eyed.
And
Very much so.
Win-win.
That's such a
pulls-
DM thing to say.
It is. When we were skiing at 40 miles an hour down a hill, you got teary-eyed.
Win-win pulls goggles.
You won't start on fire, but
You will get
teary-eyed
teary-eyed.
3d4 times per day.
Anyway,
I feel like everyone should have goggles for this.
you're in. Well, you're a bird. You're fine.
Oh, I don't get teary-eyed because I have false eyelids.
Eagles fly 200 plus miles an hour, or not eagles. What's the
They're
hawk that goes
falcon.
200?
It's like
Yeah,
219 or something.
so
290,
you're fine.
290.
Anyway,
All right.
you don't recognize the area you're in, but you're back at home in the airplane. The air smells ridiculously fresh. There's no sound really other than wind sounds.
I want you to make that the whole time.
Actually, I do have a sound effect that I can pull up for that.
You asked for it.
So-
You did, literally.
That is where you are at, and you can sit there or you can activate your gate stone. That's entirely up to you.
We had agreed on waiting 5 minutes.
Okay.
However, if I use it and it doesn't work, then I have to wait a day. So I'm gonna wait 20.
Okay.
What? What doesn't work?
Gate stones only work once a day.
But why does he want to use gate
I got banished into the airplane
So you don't know how long it is?
instead of being going through the portal because I could save money because it banished me, it puts you to your native plane. So I went through that
But
instead
why wouldn't the gate stone work?
because
The
they might
gate
not
stone
have
will bring
gotten
him to the rest of the
into
party.
airplane yet. If they haven't gotten to the airplane yet, it's not going to work.
That'd be concerning.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna wait a good 20 minutes instead.
Okay.
And then, is there anything around me? Like, am I just air?
I mean, there's a few floating chunks of earth here and there. A couple of more substantial clouds than others.
I'm gonna try something I always wanted to as a kid. That I just decided I always wanted to as a kid because I didn't know how the airplane worked before now.
Okay.
But I was, like a prince and crap, so I couldn't really goof off too much. Can I find like a small chunk of something?
Sure. That's easy enough. You fly around for a couple minutes and grab a small chunk of
Just
something.
like something like the size of this table.
Okay, there's chunks that size.
I'm just gonna stand on the opposite side of one towards like another landmass of some type, and I'm gonna pick gravity that way and see if it falls too, or if it just stays, or what happens. Do I push it?
So it feels like you're standing on it.
Yep.
But it doesn't necessarily move quickly because it is a larger mass.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you gather that it would work, and you gather that's actually probably how people build civilizations and cities out here is by gluing large chunks of matter to each other.
I'm gonna do that towards something and see how fast I can get going, and then right before I just jump off and go the other way.
Why are you making me come up with physics? Okay? I don't know physics for this. We'll say that a chunk of mass this size, you can probably get moving by yourself at probably a quarter speed, 250 feet per round, after probably 10 or 12 rounds.
About 30 miles an hour.
Takes time to get there.
That's fair.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm slamming a giant rock into another giant rock at 30 miles an hour. I'll take it.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw for jumping off in time.
Well, I'm
and switch
jumping off plenty in advance. Like, I'm getting up to speed and then watching it go for at least, 3 rounds.
Okay, it slows down, so it's not going to hit that fast.
That's fair.
Because there's no more gravity pushing against it.
But are you a barbarian?
How's you doing?
Uh-oh. Wait, there's somebody did this? Somebody made physics? Okay, where did that open?
I mean, the kinetic formulas for velocity.
Why is that a thing that exists
11.
in my life?
Just weight equals mass times acceleration. There you go.
Well, so gravity is 9.18. The math divided by speed squared.
You math.
I didn't know
This
was
is way too
college.
much work for me for D&D, Pete.
Look,
I believe in you.
the answer is D&D physics don't work like regular physics.
Exactly. That's why I'm making it up on the fly.
You said fly.
Remember, the apple goes whichever way it wants.
Stormy
Newton
flies
knew.
down.
Newton didn't know shit.
So, what did you roll on your dexterity saving
11.
throw? 11?
You die.
No, but you're going to take 1d6 damage.
That was a fast
I was
arc.
jumping off like 20 seconds in advance.
So
You mistimed
you
it.
jumped really bad.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as shards hit you from the collision, which, I mean, 15 to 18 miles an hour impact with 2 large rocks this size is going to cause shrapnel. It's just going to.
Where does he have
That hurts less than when you cut yourself. I mean,
Fair.
About the same.
C $T yourself.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to use your Gatestone now? You're done
Has it
screwing
been 20
around?
minutes?
Your
Yeah,
what stone?
about that.
Sure.
Okay, so you use your Gatestone, and you have a familiar feeling of deapparating and apparating come over you as you join Thompson, Nevitash, a Tabaxi person you don't recognize, and Dr. Raoul Zeta.
Here is the first thing you hear.
Yeah, they're smoking, by the way. They're flying at 1,000 feet per round. So, like, you join them, and then they're gone.
Okay, well, I will fly too.
It's like that video.
Yo,
I can't slow down.
2 cats.
Say
screeching.
Colorado.
I'm a
2
giraffe.
cats screeching.
I'm a giraffe.
The cat is screeching.
Cat and the
Okay, well,
tabaxi
I
are doing
will
the same
follow
exact thing.
Okay.
So if there's no direction, is there such a thing as holding still, or is it just you could be moving or not? Who knows, really? Maybe everything's moving really fast.
Question.
That's not a good place to do drugs. I mean,
What?
Question.
Answer.
So once upon a time,
Okay.
Okay.
in this world,
This is a question.
I got a trumpet.
Did you?
What
No, you got a
happened-
flute.
You got a flute. It still exists.
Okay, I thought so. I wasn't sure. I
You
didn't
haven't-
see
you
it,
haven't
but
used
I think
it.
I forgot to add it to my inventory,
You have a magical flute.
so I didn't know it's that. I was worried it got broken with Blackbeard.
Is your name-
Black Snake?
is your name Timmy?
Okay.
You never used it.
No, but I thought I didn't see it in my inventory, but I don't think I ever added it, so I was just worried that maybe it got left in my chest like the duck sword.
Your name's Timmy.
I don't think so.
Duck sword is
Do you
dead.
have a trumpet?
The duck sword is dead.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Can you play it and make?
Did you know
people
1
berserk?
horsepower is equivalent to
I wish.
300 duck power?
Anyway, you guys are traveling.
So if you got 120,000 ducks in a line, you could pull my truck backwards.
I can be an airplane. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to have fun, dude.
Yo, win-win. Good to see ya.
I see you have made it here. And I like, did I catch up or what?
We'll say you
Okay.
catch up. They slow down. They see you.
And then you fly past.
Thompson's still spinning.
So I catch up and then we're just flying next to each other at stupid speeds. In a random direction.
Towards
No, they're
a
going
black
towards the
speck.
spec.
We're moving towards our destination. Although I have to say the change in gravity is a bit of a trip.
Launch
I
is
see
just
you have figured it out though.
Launch is just holding back axe from the bird. From getting to the bird.
Launch. Oh, launch is gonna hit the bird.
No, launch is holding back.
Oh,
axe
holding back
from
axe.
hitting the bird.
His name's Launch.
Who's
You
that?
see, a lot of falcons have come down to try and steal his cat.
Well, there's a tabaxi,
Yeah.
and in the tabaxi's backpack, you see what appears to be a young Black Panther.
Let him make an intelligence check to see if he thinks it's another small tabaxi like Thompson had to.
Oh, I do.
Make him
I
make
do
an
think
intelligence
that.
check to see if he thinks it's a broadleaf.
I do.
Yes, do that one.
Okay.
You'll never know your whole life. Is it broadleaf?
Can I re-roll that?
No.
What'd you get?
What did you get?
19.
19?
Yeah.
I wish it was.
You can
lower.
choose.
I mean, you
to
can
fail
just choose to be dumb.
I do it all the time.
That's Broadleaf's entire character.
Well, I would know that. Well, I wouldn't because
Last time you saw Broadleaf, he was a naked goblin. You don't know how he could have died and gotten put in a backpack, and you don't know who this Tabaxi is.
I think it's either a baby tabaxi or broadleaf. I'm not sure. I don't care to ask because broadleaf is just doing
You're
his
just
own
not gonna
thing
bring it
lately.
up.
It's whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of wait and listen to hear someone call it something, which I do in real life when I forget someone's name. I just avoid using the name until I hear someone call them by their name.
It also does appear that what you believe is a small Tabaxi is trying to get at you to kill you.
Probably broadleaf.
Okay.
No, don't. No. No. You're shoving.
What does the animal have to say in this situation?
Does the animal talk?
Only when Cheem casts Speak with Animals, and then just amongst the not Cheem. Only when launched casts Speak with Animals, and only then between the two.
Only when Launch unknowingly casts it.
Yeah, Launch isn't aware that he cast it. He just tries to talk to it.
So much fun.
Yeah, he's just using his spell slots.
You should let him cast that for free by accident, you horrible DM.
He came up with this, not me.
Oh.
I think it's just funny wasting some spell slots just
Jack
to
cast
have
it
a
for
conversation.
Upcast Speak with Animals at the
Well,
9th level.
Anyway.
Who stole the egg?
It speaks perfect
So,
English to
you guys
everyone
are
else in the
soaring
room.
through the air and getting closer and closer to this speck.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why'd you go soaring through the air? Technically, we're going down.
Soaring through the air,
You only
falling
go down.
in a direction.
There's no going up.
They just want to go that way. They're willing themselves to go that way.
It's all going down from here.
We're rolling around at the speed of
when
sound.
you see a butterfly
And you...
You would not
in the sky.
Okay. Getting closer, you see that this is a structure made entirely out of cloud. It is a building and kind of a platform area made out of cloud.
Can we walk on it?
And you come to settle on it, and it's solid cloud.
Thompson is ecstatic and happy. This is all I ever wanted.
And
Launch is gonna bite it.
it's like cotton, but harder.
His teeth shattered.
Do I
Axe
recognize
also
this?
tries to bite it.
Do I know this building?
The name on the building is the Windside Rest.
Do I know that?
Make a history check.
How come there's puns for buildings everywhere but the material plane?
10.
Yeah,
There's not
bless
like-
you, Keaton, it's an inside joke.
This is the first
What
time
better
this
can
dice
you
has ever
get?
gone on a dice scale.
That's true.
It's always done me perfect.
What, you want to be
You've
named
never been
Dirk?
here before.
Huh?
And
want to be
I
named
know
Dirk?
I've never been here. I don't
There's
remember.
You don't remember ever being there?
There's one
This building
There's
is
one quite literally
floating.
shithole.
okay, kind of.
All of them?
I mean, it's floating, but it's not really moving. It seems to be kind of fixed in space, in its space.
Should I know that can be a thing?
Yes.
Okay,
You're
so
aware that can be a thing.
Buildings can be locked in place. Okay.
Win-win.
What's your name?
Win-win.
Out of
Win-win.
character, what's your name?
Raoul.
Raoul.
Dr. Raoul Zeta.
Yes,
Um,
doctor.
Would it be a good idea for you to not look like you before we visit with anyone?
You know, that might be a good idea. And I'm gonna make myself look like a bird, but not this one. So I'm gonna make myself just look like a different,
Dark
but male, Eric Coker.
dark eyeliner.
Yes,
I'm very happy you're coming to terms with yourself.
it's a boy.
Win-win.
Axe
Well,
and Launch
Okay. It's not cotton candy. It's cotton, and it's solid. But okay.
What?
Do you think they know?
The cats are licking the building because they're cats. Nevitash, you were also there too, by the way. Just everybody's aware who's there.
I'm judging
And-
the cats, but
Axe
not
it-
questioning them.
Axe is normally looking while Launch is going.
Thompson's gonna walk up and say, "Island, this ain't gonna work. It ain't paint."
Oh no!
And the cats. So that's where the blue.
So, the door opens.
Keeps leaving
to-
unannounced.
I know he doesn't love us anymore.
Thomas.
The door opens to the Windside rest, and
Can I do
out
that?
steps kind of strange.
Big burly.
You recognize it, Win-Win, as a wind spirit, but it's kind of a wispy, more substantial than the air elementals that you guys fought. Vaguely humanoid figure.
Air what did you say?
A wind spirit.
Spirit. Can I look up a picture of that?
Hmm?
I'm gonna look at the picture.
Okay, I might have made it up, so I don't know.
Thompson's not gonna know.
I really
this
wish
is.
he
He likes
Well,
animals.
now I want to fight it to make you give it stats.
Thank God, wind spirits. Been waiting all day. I'm getting a little low.
Dylan, can I just say I really wish I was able to speak fast enough just so I could say I have the launch get hit by B in front of the door and have it open in his face.
That's all.
Yeah, you could be just about to knock.
No, he's licking it. While
licking the door?
He's still looking the door.
That's all I got.
If that was
That's an
thing.
air elemental. Yeah. So, door
Unless it's one of
opens.
those, I don't think so.
It hits you in the head, but it's not like... It's not hard. It's like getting hit in the head by a firm pillow. If that makes sense. Okay. And out steps a wind spirit. And he says... I gotta come up with a voice for this guy.
Launch is gonna drop like a rock now.
I was gonna say something very risky.
Oh, my name is Windman.
Or you could do like Bill Cosby.
Please, afraid to come with to win
I don't know why. I don't know why I hang out with you guys.
You don't like my Microsoft Sam voice?
I didn't notice that.
Please, afraid to come to win no.
She's been gone for a while.
Okay then. I can't even think.
You're welcome.
Indian. I'm not. No.
He's
No.
Indian.
I can't use.
Yeah, he's windy.
Use a Windian.
But he did. Yes, because there's no land.
Oh, I just got it. He's winning because it's right. There is no land.
Okay, we're gonna get
I'm
banned.
gonna stop there. What we're doing. So
Bad jokes is what you missed.
Oh.
You'll have to listen to it.
what?
I'm not repeating that.
Oh, there's so many. Never mind.
We're all
Cheers.
reconvene them.
No, not yet. We're still with the other group. I'm just trying to compose myself.
Good luck. Is there artificers in the airplane?
Hello, adventurers.
No.
Hey!
We're not in Honeywood. What? I forget that that's what our entire campaign is based off.
Kind of, yeah.
Hello there, translucent man.
Hello. Are you guys looking for? You new to the airplane?
Aye.
I've seen your type before. You're new, and you're a bird.
Launch
But
No, I'm an
you're
air
also, you have. What are you?
Launch is just making cat noises and just spinning.
Yes, you.
I don't think any of them are paying attention.
Wispy looking white fellow with the beanpole.
Probably nibble stash.
But me you're talking.
Yes, I've seen humans
Me you're
before.
talking to.
Yes, I've seen humans. I've not seen that. Whatever that is. I've seen that. But you're different.
Launch is now spinning faster and the backpack's
Yes,
now
you could say
spinning
that
separately.
I'm different than that, and even you.
Well, yes.
You're also different than that, and me, and I've never seen you.
Well, I am what is known as a wind spirit. My name is Zephys. That's with a Z.
Zephys.
Zephys.
Very nice to meet you, Zephys. I am Nevadash.
And you are what?
I am a Kalashtar.
Okay.
I take it you've never heard of the like.
We don't get a lot of visitors here in the airplane.
Well, I guess you could. It's almost like I'm your second cousin. You know.
Several times removed, hopefully.
It depends on what state you're living in. Well, it's a metaphor. It's a long story.
See, I kind of differ between the gaseous and solid state myself.
Okay, I can go between the gaseous and the solid state, but I get the feeling it's a little more taxing for me to do it than for you.
Okay then.
But anyhow,
Does this one talk? He was in front of he was licking the house, the tavern. Are you all right? Do you speak?
Yes. Just spins even faster now.
Make a con save for me.
Does he throw up and just spiral
He's vomiting,
vomit?
just going.
Is there just spiral vomit now?
Yes.
There might be.
Wait, this.
Oh
That's
no.
the wrong
It's not
guy.
gonna fall.
That one.
I know.
Oh no.
And humans, what? Well, he's
Okay,
spinning.
I'm pretty sure he definitely fails this one.
What'd you get?
7.
2. No, 4.
4. Yeah, you puke. And the wind spirit sees it just in time, and he turns himself into his gaseous, fully wind form, and it goes right through him. Then
I'd
he
do the
solidifies
same.
again. No, you
Launch
don't.
blast-
Am
I'm
I
gonna do
nearby
that
him is the
again.
question.
It's fun.
What?
Am I nearby him? Because I want to try and make a dex save if I am.
Yeah. Yeah, the rest of you might want to make dex saves to avoid being puked on.
Yeah, I would.
Don't fail now.
Can I just throw all of my dice?
I do have a plus 7 on dex save.
Perfect.
So that failed 30, but still
It would
13.
be a 19 for Dr. Raoul.
I also got a 19.
What'd you get?
13.
Yeah, you all, Navatash,
Rocking a 5.
you get puked on. But the rest of you are okay.
Good heavens.
Winman's gonna make a mental note of staying away from whatever that is.
Okay.
Broadleaf or not, I'm done with it. I'm starting to lean towards broadleaf though.
Okay.
The spinning till he pukes, I'm really leaning.
Well, that
towards-
was the tabaxi. Oh, you
Yeah.
don't even know what the tabaxi.
No, the
You need
tabaxi
nothing.
very well could be broadleaf too.
You know
so
nothing.
I'm leaning
Yeah.
towards the tabaxi's broadleaf, and he found a friend.
A kitten. Okay. So, humans
Or rapidly
and
had a kid. I don't know.
the rest of you,
Launch
which brings you to the airplane.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure. We were following this one bird fella. And that's all I know, but all I wanted to do was really walk on a cloud.
You're doing it.
And I'm very happy about it. By the way, I was going to ask if it was rude. If, you see, the beanpole fella here, he can turn into like a star, and I put my hand through him. I was going to ask if it'd be rude to do the same to you, because I'm curious.
I mean, I appreciate you asking first.
But I already saw it being demonstrated with the...
Yes, the puke went right through me. Maybe after you've had a drink or two. Would you guys like to come in? This is a tavern, after all.
Is there time?
Tom's just going to walk up to him and just... Well, no, Tom's going to walk by and just say, well, I have to let you know, I'm a pro drinker.
He doesn't know. I've already had a few drinks.
Yeah, oh, no, yeah, that's what he's going to say. He's going to walk by and say, well, just so you know, I've already had a few drinks.
After
He's going to walk on in.
After hearing come in, the launch grabs axe and backpack and just runs in and just sits on the ceiling and sprawled out like a piece of rock.
Okay.
And he also cast Speak with Animals on.
Yeah.
And starts speaking to it again.
Yes, sir.
We're looking for an individual that we don't believe is native to these plains.
Well, there are several such as that, including yourselves.
I'm gonna nudge him and try to tell him not to mention directly. Try to get the message to not directly mention Lilith.
Is there any major concentrations extra planner individuals?
It depends on what you're looking for. There are several cities. We are not like directly in the center of the airplane. We're kind of off to the side. You see the airplane is bordered by the fire plane on one side and the plane of earth plane, dirt plane, yeah, on the other side. We're closer to the fire plane, and then where you guys came from, that would be the material plane. I'm assuming you came from there. That's where most of our travelers come from. You didn't happen to see any air elementals, did you?
Well, why do you ask?
Yeah, my cousins can be a rough bunch.
Oh no.
About yay high.
It sounds about right.
Sort of looks like a...
Wispy?
Yeah, humanoid tornado sort of a thing.
Oh, that sounds about right. They didn't give you any hard troubles, did they?
Well, you know, kids with outsiders appearing, you know how it
They're quite territorial, and by cousins I mean relatives. They're not like friends. They're just...
Yeah,
I'm a wind spirit, they're air elementals. We're kind of like your star friend Nevatash over there. He's somewhat similar.
I understand. It's like humans and monkeys.
There you go.
Like launch an axe.
Like them two. They appear to be related.
Yes.
Launch is using speak with animals with Axe currently. Just speaking how much they're... Launch is
just over there both meowing.
Just talking how much they're enjoying the airplane.
Perhaps it would be most suitable for us to go to the center of government. Check in with the local poobah.
Well,
Muckety muck.
there's it really depends on where you're from, the government. You see, the airplane is kind of divided into districts of sort.
I've seen this movie. We want to go to District 12.
The closest three centers of government, there's one that way, down, and that is Ventibay. If you go that way, that brings you to Nova Celes, and then kind of that way is towards Delta. Those are three of the closest districts. But Delta's nearest the plane of fire, and let's just say it's under new management. Not of the airplane. It was run by an Air Cochrane family. But they've all been, unfortunately, they were all killed, and well, the fiends from the plane of fire like to. Well, we're at war with them constantly, trying to expand our borders. But they've taken over the kingdom of Delta for a little while.
They've killed the Deltars.
The Delta family.
Delta Force.
I think there was 4 of them.
It's a tragedy. So you're not associated with the management of Delta?
I mean, I know their history a little bit, but I'm not associated by any stretch of the imagination.
The new fiends, you're not.
Yes, no. I don't consort with that type.
Wonderful. You said you're in active war with, border skirmish, whatever.
Not me personally, but the Earth plane doesn't give us so much trouble, but the fire plane, they want to burn everything.
Yes. It all changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
The only audible thing from launch is boom, roasted. It then goes back to meowing.
So he does speak.
Oh yes, he's a fully sapient creature. Why he's being carried around in a backpack, I don't understand.
Yeah, well, with those short legs, he maybe doesn't like walking.
Wait for me, I got little legs.
Is there a bell inside of the thing?
A bell?
Yeah, to ring it. Like, is this like a bar table in this inside?
So on the interior, the floor and ceiling are made of clouds, but like any other furnishings are wood furnishings, like normal furnishings. He seats you guys at a table, brings you out drinks. It's kind of a vaporous, wispy. What would it taste like?
Airy whiskey.
Yeah, it's just kind of a different flavored
Very
beverage.
Car-
Yeah.
Carbonated alcohol.
It's LaCroix.
Yeah, with alcohol in it.
It's
It's
like
White Claw.
Past 11 over. Alright, thank you, sir.
White Claw.
I believe we're gonna need combinations for that.
Well, I can do that. But it doesn't really ever get night here. We have no source of light. Nobody's really understood or figured out where it comes from. It's just always light.
Thompson's going to look at his gun.
Okay.
I showed you that drawing. You see the clock on it?
Yes.
He's going to look at it. That's his watch.
It's ticking, just like normal.
What would you say the time is currently on there?
About 9 p.m.
And Thompson's gonna say, "Yeah, we got about 2 hours." And he's gonna holster his weapon again. Everyone's gonna think he's nuts.
Zephys doesn't recognize that as a weapon. He has no idea what's going on.
He just whips out a pistol, looks at it. Yeah, it's about 9 o'clock, and then
Wouldn't
puts
do
it
much
away.
to Zephys, would it?
It did damage to the air elementals. Everything can be hit.
How about you? What if he's...
He was
But I
just
suppose
quick
that
enough for that.
shockwave, if you're made out of air, would kind of disrupt some things.
And speed of which it's coming to turn from one form to another.
But if you're already in... Never mind, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Figure that out later.
Yep. So, any other questions, conversations from the
Lunch is-
5 of you?
Lunch is currently laughing and audibly says, you're dead funny. The axe is just telling Lunch to stop.
Stop it, you're embarrassing me. Sorry, your cat has a really high voice.
Axis?
Yep.
Axis?
Axe has a really high voice.
Both of them have high voices.
Raoul is going to, because he does not have a mushroom earring, he's going to channel divinity in order to talk in Win-Win's mind.
Thompson's
And it's the channel divinity read thoughts. Oh, no, sorry, that's just read the surface thoughts. Never mind. I was going to try to talk to Win-Win on the low. I think we're going to just have to do that on a whisper.
Who has his earring?
That's Dr. Raoul. Nobody's given him an earring.
No one's given Dr. Raoul Zeta
Who was Pete's character before this?
Pizzazz.
Zaz.
Did anybody pick up Pizzazz's stuff?
We have mushroom
Yeah.
earrings.
Who did?
Telepathic.
I think.
Oh, that means that. Oh, I think Thompson would have.
They only
No,
work for
no,
30
no.
feet,
I
but
didn't loot him.
It's still helpful.
I don't need one.
Wait, maybe I did loot him.
I think you guys had plenty of earrings to go around.
I think I also looted Viziaz and just gave the stuff away. He didn't want anything to do with it, but I think he took the earring.
Somebody.
So
maybe
Zephys
Thompson
is
had
going to
it.
go get you guys dinner. So,
Maybe Thompson has another one that Sam gave him.
yeah.
So, Win-Win. You're kind of running the place here. What do you think?
Well, I'm wondering if we could maybe ask if they're at war, perhaps there's a military force that would assist us. It'd be worth
Reasonable thought.
asking. It doesn't seem we need to keep it secret from this man. I perceive he's a man. Maybe gender guess, but
Gender fluid choke, but he's in gas form.
Do you? I think maybe restart your disguise. I don't know if we want to let folks know that you're you yet.
What?
Redo your disguise.
So we're probably getting close to the hour. Yeah, I'll redo that.
Just not. I don't know if we want to let them know that you're you.
Yeah. I also should mention I have a flute that will summon a few air croakers from the district of Delta.
They're currently on the material plane, but yeah.
But it'll summon them to here.
So,
There's donors, remember that.
do you want to discuss what we just learned about your family? Or is that something you knew?
I was aware. I'm not sure about my sister, but I witnessed my parents fall.
I think that might be something we might need to unpack at a time we can speak more freely.
Winwood's just gonna take a drink, whatever he said it was.
Okay.
Not much. He doesn't handle his alcohol well. Very little.
Thompson's inspecting his drink.
It's different.
NPCs can be trained.
Launch is just drinking like a
That-
cat.
Well, Thompson hasn't picked up that was a move. Maybe it was a move, maybe it wasn't. He doesn't know. He's
Axe.
May
oblivious.
I inquire about the
Axe is
cat
trying
person?
to imitate
Is that
the people around him.
broadleaf or is that something else?
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
no,
just
he-
some little animal.
He showed up after we did. He helped us kill the air elementals, and then he was dead silent as we were flying here. So,
Gotcha. We'll have to keep an eye on that one.
I assume that he's friendly.
Talk about launch.
We'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, we're talking about Lodge.
You're sitting right there.
I was looking at my notes.
His eyes are looking towards his ears. He doesn't know what's going on.
Launch is drinking like a cat. Axe is trying to imitate the people around him. just awkwardly
Is
filling a cup.
Is that his offspring?
Thompson's gonna lean over and whisper to Winwin. No, it's just a cat, but I wouldn't tell him. He might get distraught.
So he thinks it's his offspring.
As I believe.
I
It
think
seems
it's
to be the more person-like of the two.
I'd say let's just not bring it up with him.
Okay.
Launch slowly.
I don't
float-
want to know what happens when we make him angry.
Launch slowly floats in. What you whispering about?
I'm not
Did you-
whispering.
Did you sneak up as a question? I want to ask this. Did you sneak up?
He's just slowly floating to them.
Yeah.
Floating around.
All right. Thompson's gonna get spooked, and he's gonna flail his arm out towards him.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't deck me as you flew by me.
Well, that's the he's
Because when I used my gate stone, you whizzed past.
Well, he wouldn't have gotten a chance, but that's why all you heard was. Ah.
120 mile an hour punch would hurt.
Be quick, Thomas. When you guys get back, you're gonna when you get back, we'll start your guys' combat.
Well then.
But you guys got 10 minutes or so to talk while Thomas goes gets food and eats.
Chim, you got. Launch. You got smacked by Thompson
7.
for 3,
Yeah.
and then he's going to apologize to you.
Did I build one for him? Nope, but I printed one. So you got smacked on your cat face.
How much?
3.
Winwind's buffer in this now.
No, he just got a belt.
Well, this is closer to the sword, I suppose.
Yeah.
I apologize there, lad. Don't
Okay.
sneak up on me though.
Any conversations you guys want to have?
But I did it.
Before he took the magic steroids, is true.
This is true.
Raul's gonna cast a quick healing word. So that's hey Max, healing, nice. It's 9 points of healing back to launch.
The strongest, don't you? 1d10 plus 9.
I apologize, my associate is quite jumpy.
Minimum is 11.
We haven't really spoken much.
This is true.
So what's with the bird?
Maximum's 25.
This is a dear associate of ours, a patient client. He's working through a few things and returning to his home in order to sort of settle old affairs, if you want to call it that.
Okay. Okay.
May I ask what brings you to the airplane, my good sir?
I was following someone. They aren't here though.
Interesting. Maybe we can help you in tracking this person down. Is it Eric Okra? Is it a wind spirit like Zephyrus over there?
No, he was with you guys, but no, he isn't.
Ah. Assuming you're referring to our stalwart companion, Gene.
Yes.
Does he owe you money? Is that it?
No.
Is it? Did he touch you? I've got a sock puppet for these sorts of things. Show me where he touched you.
We've never spoken face to face.
That doesn't exactly rule out the touching.
He was silent when I did it.
I don't know what touching means.
Well, so he doesn't owe you money.
Are we about to get to talk again for peace?
We're just gonna let that one go by.
I just saw him.
Discuss intimacy issues in a more private basis.
He just interests me.
He may interest you, but I'm charging him interest.
I take it that you're going through adolescence.
What does that mean?
You're going through some changes in your life, son. Now, during this period, things might get a little confusing. That's okay. It's normal, it's healthy.
So we are getting a
I'm 19.
A late bloomer. Although I'm not too, up on tabaxi physiology, so.
What's bloom mean?
Well, could I have your name, sir?
Most people call me Launch, or I prefer to go by Launch, but my full name is Lava Launch Explosive.
Okay, if it's alright with you, I'll call you Launch. Launch can open up to you for a second here. That's how these things sometimes go. I'll open up to you, you can open up to us. I plan on killing the king, or queen of Delta, to settle a personal grudge. Are you on board with this idea?
As long as Axe doesn't get hurt, yes.
I assume Axe is your backpack riding companion.
Yeah.
I like to picture
All
Ryan
right.
in the backpack.
I will do my utmost
He fell through the floor.
to protect Axe as well as you.
Okay. Okay.
We're in this all the way, right?
Huh?
We're in this all the way. No turning back, no getting distracted, no getting bought out. You're with us, right?
He's already distracted.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
Launch is
come
distracted.
across us. You're not gonna sell us out. You're not gonna do anything untoward, right?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
That was not very convincing.
He does not
Sounding
understand one word of
confidence,
what
I
he
trust
just said. Launch does not understand the previous sentence at all.
Well, seeing that someone isn't back, Thompson will start a conversation with Winwin. And he'll just kind of look over and just go, "So you're a noble, eh?"
Have we not had that conversation before?
No.
Not with
I thought you
Thompson.
had brought it up. Who was it that
You
had-
ignored him.
Samson probably, or you ignored it because you were moody at the time.
Yeah, you were moody and
To
you
be
ignored
fair,
it.
you had punched me in the face.
Yeah. And he apologized profusely.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be the case.
You know, I'm an noble myself, and I haven't run into another person that was of, I suppose, my stature, whatever that may be.
I suppose.
So do you like? Is your dad like a mayor or?
He was the High King.
Oh, what was?
If you hadn't heard from that,
I mean, I saw you two were talking in the corner
My-
quietly.
my parents are dead.
Oh,
My kingdom was overthrown.
I know exactly how this goes. Sammy boy is about the same. He's gonna pat him on the back and say, "I'm here for you, buddy."
Yeah. Thank you.
Launch is gonna just slowly float in front of Winwin and say, "And I watch your back if I were you." Just not add any context as he's floats away.
Just cheerfully.
What in God's name is
I'm gonna
this?
just double check that my
He's-
sun sword's on my hip. And yeah, I didn't have any trust for that one. I really don't now.
Launch is also holding the cat like very tightly as when he's really close to Winwin too.
He's like the insane lady walking around an insane asylum.
It's like the cat lady from Simpsons.
Can Thompson make like
your back if I were you.
Can Thompson just like make like a check on the animal's nature, being he's an animal?
The cat's
What would it
just
be?
swimming
Animal
as
handling, or would it be
Nature.
nature?
Can I make
Okay.
like a perception check to just see what type of vibe I get from this thing?
That is a useless nat 20.
The
Perception?
cat seems to be enjoying it.
Perception?
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
I need new dice. This sucks.
So the cat seems to be enjoying just being held.
Yep.
Okay.
I was rolling for launch.
Trying to see what vibe. Oh, that'd be insight, not perception.
Same number.
You can't really read him. You don't feel like he's benevolent towards you? Do you not know that word?
I do. I typically do. I cannot place if it's good or bad right now.
Malicious?
Okay. So benevolent is
Benevolent.
Benevolent.
But Penelope.
Penelope is a completely different
I'm
story.
gonna start calling him Penelope.
She's a lovely girl.
Axe was,
Met her once in
Axe was
Tahiti.
squirming a little bit as when Achieve said, "I'd watch your back if I were you."
Seems to enjoy being held, but he's being squished a little tight.
Well, he's gonna look towards Winwin and just go, "I don't know what his deal is, but this cat seems to be enjoying himself."
I will not let him get in the way.
Oh, he doesn't seem too harmful or harmless. He seems harmless, or else he doesn't seem like he can do much damage. Either way, he helped us kill those big old wispy windy things that I was shooting at. I never thought I could kill air.
I do not trust him as far as I could throw him, which around here would be quite far.
You know what I would do?
Throw him.
Grab his leg and spin like you're on a game show.
That actually sounds kind of fun. I might have to try that.
Just don't do it to me. I can't control where I stay sometimes. And then he's gonna down his drink and look at the barkeep. And he's going to inquire what he meant by be a couple drinks in.
I believe the barkeep.
Never Tash.
Yes, Raul.
Haven't really got your feel on this endeavor that we're on.
Well, I was actually going to mention it to you. It feels like I've walked into a roaming therapy session. And you are the head doctor. Or therapist. I don't know
I
if
just
they're the
love
same
spinning
thing.
right now, though.
Yeah, I already know.
Is it
I've got a
Did you
master's
say
in
you didn't
psychology.
spin
I'm
Winwood?
not a doctor. Just
No.
No.
The joke
Probably
was to
Dr.
grab your
Raoul
ankles and
Zeta.
start spinning and throw you.
Other than that, I don't have much to compare this group to. So, really, this could be every day for everybody in every plane, and I wouldn't know any better.
Well, I will let you know regicide is typically not common.
I'm not even going to pretend that I know what regicide is.
Killing a king or ruler of a country.
And you said that is
Am I overhearing
common?
this?
It is not
It is
common.
He is
not
not
common.
the just king.
Well,
King
I'm not
is
saying
not
that,
the queen.
that there's anything just or unjust about the right of conquest.
Convince that there.
I'm simply stating the plan is to kill the current ruler of Denver
Extreme acts of therapy.
and set up what some would refer to as a puppet dictatorship.
Okay. And you're telling me that killing the current ruler is the only applicable solution in fixing the problem that we have at hand?
Not at all, but it is the fastest one to think.
We seem to have a little bit of time.
Would I entertain other ideas? Certainly.
Entertain other ideas?
Certainly. Hang on. Let me just. We're going to entertain ideas here. There we go.
Pops the top.
Not sponsored, by the way. Let's entertain.
I completely agree. I can't say that I haven't had too many opportunities in the life I've had to come up with ideas. Everything's been pretty cut, simple, and dry from where I come from, so.
Well, what would be your typical solution to this? We've got a murderer, a tyrant, as far as I know, a poor dresser, doesn't tip well, known philanderer, cashes bad checks, committed mail fraud in multiple accounts.
Are all of these offenses along the same level, or are we getting a big gap in these offenses here? I'm slightly confused.
Look, what I've done in the past is varied and unimportant to the discussion. Important
Those are
is
things you've done.
what? Who
Those
said?
are things you've done.
That's not. We're getting off topic. The important thing is dealing Delta.
Near the end of this conversation, Launch starts spinning again and zones out. And let's go, Alex.
Win-win. Come on over here. I think this you should weigh in on this as well.
As Win-Win turns his back, Axe guns it towards him and latches onto Win-Win.
So Axe is now on your back,
Thompson is
scratching
sitting
to
by.
some extent, and you're in your bird form. But Raoul and Nevatash want to have a chat with you.
Thompson will try and pry the cat off of your back. Hold on, buddy, I got this. And he's going to make an animal handling check to get him off.
Man, not that bad.
He told him.
That'd be an 8.
Told him.
That'd be an 18
18.
total.
You managed to pull the panther off, calm him down, chill. You come in with mine, you're scratching.
I'm gonna turn around with my sunblade not activated, but like in hand.
So you have a hilt.
Yep. I suggest you keep that by your side. I have more important things to do than to deal with a cat.
Thompson's gonna lean in and whisper, with all due respect, just don't kill the animal. It kind of hurts me to watch.
If it happens again, you will have to turn your back. And then I'll go over to the other two.
Well, glad I didn't bring with me fucking mouse.
Well, your mouse wouldn't cause problems.
Probably would have fucking ate it. Then he's gonna give the cat back to Launch.
If need be, I can send that cat back to the tier.
Launch is not paying attention whatsoever.
I'm all for it. If you could send both of them, would be good.
See what I can do here.
Hi, new party member. Bye, new party member.
And now make an Aarakocra. I wouldn't be able to send both of them back today. And,
It is not the top of our concerns.
Sorry, what was that?
It is not the top of our concerns.
Well, I mean, if it's getting towards evening and we're planning on spending the night, I mean, I could.
It does not matter to me either way.
Well, in that case, it doesn't matter to me either.
So you guys were going to discuss what?
Chicken butts.
There's a nice one over
It's a
there.
bit raunchy. One.
Thompson was gonna ask the barkeep what he meant by I had to be a couple drinks in.
I don't remember what you asked.
Can I put my hand through you?
Oh. Okay. We're going to pick up on your guys' conversation after a little bit here. We're going to jump back in with Carrick, Broadleaf, and Toxin. So, you guys find yourselves falling through a vast blue expanse. With light, with no source. It's really quite strange. It's lit, but you don't know where it's coming from. Makes no sense to you whatsoever.
So we basically just are in this void of not.
How do we know we're falling then?
How do you know you're falling? Because you're moving
Wind is
in
blowing.
directions.
You feel a breeze on your taint.
You feel the breeze.
How do you know it's not just windy?
Okay, make an intelligence check. See if you're falling.
13.
13? Yeah, you have no idea.
Okay.
You can't tell. You're not moving towards anything, but there's a lot of whistling noises in your ears. You're not sure.
Initiate screaming.
Okay. And I'm going to need you to make, to all roll for initiative.
Can I roll with advantage?
Why?
Because I want to? Because I'm rolling a 2?
You got a king.
A chicken.
That is a 16 for me.
Okay, 1 second here.
This is currently.
Okay, Broadleaf got a
5.
5. Toxin got a
3.
Carrick got a 16.
Who goes first?
Well, let me roll for them.
Dylan, this is currently what Launch is doing.
I want Launch to someday just push a really expensive magical vase off of a countertop.
With his tail.
I have a random
They rolled almost higher than everybody.
I have a really random question.
Yes.
What?
So if
How
I
many is
pick
this?
gravity
Axe
to
is
be
doing.
down, can I fly then?
Spinning.
And actually be
Spinning like a
using my
record.
wings to fly? Okay.
Why would you do that when you
Just
chicken?
throw in the airplane.
Put the chicken down.
Birds. Okay.
Why would you?
No, don't put it down.
Put it on the table. Watch it
Okay,
take a
I
shit
don't have
everywhere.
a toxin mini.
There.
Okay, so the three of you are falling.
Chicken in no one's hand.
Because I have 12 chickens in my basement.
Why?
Because eggs.
Because they can't be outside.
It's too cold out. So, the three of you are falling.
Which one's me?
Nolan. Stop it.
Toxin, Carrick,
Fair.
and
Googling.
Broadleaf. I'm going to have to send photos of the map.
This is spooky.
To you guys.
Tiny leaves.
Yeah.
I will await them
Just be a
impatiently.
signal.
Yeah. And you see two humanoid shapes within the air around you. It doesn't really make sense, but they're there. And Carrick, you're up first. This one. So, Carrick, you're the center of the three white ones here. The green one is Broadleaf, the other white one is Toxin, and then the two translucent yellowy ones are the humanoid figures you see. So, what you doing?
Well, my signal is currently blowing up, and
You should open it more than once every 2 weeks.
we are loading. So far, we're at 10:12 a.m. Oh, 1:45 p.m.
Should I send it to your phone instead? Or to
We're
Facebook?
making- Oh, shit. Yeah, probably because I'm only to April 11th.
Can you, like, use this app that we use?
I never get notifications anymore. I don't know what the deal is.
Check it every day. Something's going on.
There's always something, Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said I had 3 messages in my signal chat. And I opened it up and it's just.
Okay, we're gonna switch the music here.
You said these are. Are we confirming that these are in fact hostile creatures coming towards us?
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make 2 checks for me. Make 1 a perception check, and then 2, I'm gonna need a wisdom check.
A drink called peach. Was it really good?
That's cocked.
I might make some right now.
Perception.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is it 11?
You can't really tell their intent.
And then what was the second one?
A wisdom check.
Oh, that was right next to me. I thought I could.
Thank you very much.
Do the usual thing, you reach down and
I just
grab.
don't like walking over.
That's a 7.
7. You have no ability to control where you're going whatsoever. You feel like you're falling. You don't know what to do about it. And you can't gauge the intent of the creatures.
I'm gonna make the DM
Well,
hard things.
I will.
It's so good.
We feel like we're falling.
You feel like you're falling, but there's nothing beneath you.
I will cast Feather Fall on myself. Try
Your ship
and
kind of worked.
attempt to slow myself down and not fall quickly, hoping to kind of gain some amount of control.
Okay.
That's what I would immediately think of.
Okay, so what we're going to do is on your next wisdom check, add 2. Okay?
And I will hold my. I will hold my Eldritch Blast.
Because
For when they.
Featherfall is a bonus action, correct?
Featherfall is a casting action, I'm pretty sure. So that's my main
If that's
action,
an
bonus action.
If it's not a bonus, you can't hold your action if you cast Featherfall. If it's an action to cast.
That's right. Then that will be my turn, I suppose.
Okay. That brings us to their turn. This one is going to whoosh over to Broadleaf.
I'm going to use my reaction to attacking.
Okay, because you can do that when they come too close to you.
Relentlessly. Can you relentlessly attack if you're not raging?
No, I think you have to be raging to do Reckless. Right, Pete? You have to be raging to use Reckless? Or maybe not.
I don't know if you have to be raging to do that. If you do,
Why do I have Divine Fury? Oh, Zealot.
Am I the one with the shield or with the sword?
You're the one with the sword, the tallest of the 3.
Okay.
Nope, it is just when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack right.
So you can't do it on your reaction. It's on your turn.
On your turn.
Okay. Sometimes things say a turn.
Hey, you can bonus action cast, right? Or is that not a thing?
Do you have Warcast?
Just checking.
Okay.
I'm attacking.
With what?
Spear.
Okay.
20.
That hits. You
Okay.
hit the air.
It's very tasty.
Okay.
How can you not?
And then what?
You take
And
a shit on
then
you?
I don't know. I haven't used a spear yet. Stop bullying me.
It is really good.
Is it a magic spear?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is a shoving attack.
Okay.
Make me a strength saving throw.
Okay. You're gonna try to shove the air.
Yes. And I did 6 damage, just so you know.
Okay. That is a 19.
It makes it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, but I get to add more damage. Hold on.
Why?
Because I did a maneuver. Okay, so it takes.
Come on, Broadleaf.
What's 2 plus 1 plus 5? 8.
Yep.
I wanted to shove it.
Okay. So it is going to hit you twice. Or try to hit you twice.
Do it.
2 slam attacks. That is a natural 1.
No.
And a 17.
Barely.
No. 20, excuse me.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so that's 2d8.
But it missed.
The first one.
But I already used my reaction.
So first, this hit is going to be a total of 9 plus 5 is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Then it's going to kind of
And I'm
whirl
raging.
around you to this side
Okay.
and move in between the two of you. You can't use your opportunity attack. And it is going to... I need both Carrick and Broadleaf to make strength saving throws.
I wish I was raging.
That is a 21.
I don't want to play this game anymore. 17.
17? Oh, those both make it. Okay, the next one is going to run up to Toxin, or fly up to Toxin, and make 2 attacks. That is another natural 1 on the other dice, I think, and a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, 25 to hit. So that's 2d8 bludgeoning damage. So that is plus 5 is 12 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Ouch.
Okay, and that brings us to... wait, he's going to try to go here. He's going to whirl to the other side of you. He does not leave your area, so you don't get an opportunity attack. And he is going to make you and Thomas take a
Strength saving throw.
strength saving throw.
Watch it again.
Yes, from the other one.
Also, who's Thomas?
Carrick, sorry.
20?
20 saves.
22.
22 saves.
That one is a 13.
13 barely saves. Okay, that brings us to Broadleaf's turn. Make a wisdom check for me.
I'm not trying to move though.
Doesn't matter.
4.
4, that is a fail. You cannot move on this turn.
Okay. I'm going to rage first
Okay.
of all. So just jot that down real quick.
Just jot that down.
I'm going to attack it relentlessly with my spear.
It is 5 feet. It is 10 feet away from you.
You could try to poison the air.
Well,
So you cannot reach it.
yes.
I am not.
Oh, by the way.
Yes,
did
I
this today.
can. I'm making lunging attacks.
What is that?
Catman.
Does I'm going to use does 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember how to play this game.
Brody completely forgot how to play D&D, guys.
The first thing that you do when playing D&D is you place a D20 into each nostril.
Okay.
Fit, dude.
Not those ones. Ooh.
Metal's not the right choice.
No.
25 plus.
I think I got from my plus
What is the fury of the small?
Fury of the Small is extra damage you get to add just because you're small once
Where-
per long rest, I think.
Where do I see it?
Doesn't work, Pete.
I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, then you need to train. Start with a D4, then
Okay.
work your way up.
10 plus 15 is 25
Yep.
plus another 10 is 35. 35 damage.
That's-
No, 37 damage.
That's a lot.
That is.
On one attack?
Yes.
Dude,
Then we're going to do the same thing again.
I don't love you.
With the spear.
You're welcome.
Does 15 hit?
Fury of the Small, once per short rest, you can deal 10 extra damage to a creature with a size larger than yours.
Does 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. I don't get to use my D6 again.
It's at the very bottom of your features and traits.
Does it matter that one of that, like 3 of that last one was necrotic?
As long as it's done magical, it doesn't matter.
11 plus 10 is 21.
I think.
Plus 5 is
Unless it's lightning or thunder damage.
26
But-
damage.
Dude, you're just wiping this thing out.
How does it look?
It's looking rough, from what you can tell from air.
Okay, I'm going to action surge and do it all again.
See, it took the other group like 8 rounds to kill 3 of these things, and there's 2 more of them.
Okay, it hits. Sorry. No, I don't get to use my D6 again.
I should have moved him farther away from you. Nobody else is gonna get a turn.
Well,
You
technically,
should have had
no
him
one-
drop like a rock.
Technically, nobody expects the goblin to be.
No.
30.
30?
Yes.
Okay, so you kill that one.
Okay.
But suddenly.
But suddenly,
I'm
4
going
more.
to throw my spear at the other one.
Okay. You might not get it back.
That's okay.
Likely won't, because I don't think it's going to stick into the air monster.
It hits. So 21. This isn't a lunging
21
attack. This is a menace.
21 to hit on a ranged attack?
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
You suck, man.
25 damage.
Nothing's a good.
I don't even understand how you do this. Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
That's a natural 1.
It's afraid of me.
Okay.
This one?
That one's afraid of you.
And that was Broadleaf's fun round.
He's understandably afraid of him.
How much was the damage on that one? 25? Well, he just watched you murk his entire friend. So, okay, that brings us to Toxin.
I forgot to add 2 damage to most of it, so that last one was actually 27.
I don't love you at all.
I think I found the.
I forgot how bad you are.
Dylan, I think I found the Tobacco Series profile pic for the D&D Beyond. We were laughing.
Okay, Toxin, what are you doing?
How far away is that?
5 feet from you.
5 feet?
It's right next to you.
I would like to cast Blight on it.
Okay.
It's a Constitution saving throw of 16.
Okay.
And is it?
That's a fail.
I'm gonna take 8d8 of necrotic damage.
Holy moly.
I don't know what an 8d8 looks like.
You're both just demolishing this thing.
You put all the DPS in one turn.
Apparently, druids, and Carrick hasn't even had a turn yet to do anything. He's just like watching you guys. Oh wait, and I need you to make a wisdom check at some point in this turn.
Only if you want to move.
And if, well, you guys might just make a bunch of wisdom checks until you figure out how to move.
Riley, what did you do to hurt them?
What?
What exactly did you do to hurt them?
I just smacked it with the spear the lady robot gave me.
8d8.
Potential 48.
I like this one. That would be 51.
51 points of damage. Somehow you're drawing the moisture out of the air.
Hey, that's fair. That works. Honestly, that's
And
even more effective
takes
on air.
51 damage.
Are you
Yes.
just breathing in?
It's really dry air.
That should honestly be more effective.
Okay, I
on
need you to
air.
make a wisdom check for me.
But inadvertently, it gets an extra D4 to an attack for like chapped lips and stuff.
a wisdom.
Yes. You guys will all get bloody noses.
That is a
15.
I really
You
want
kind of are starting to figure out how this whole falling thing works. Not enough to move really,
But
or
to stay
have
in the
much
same
control,
spot.
but you're starting to kind of you're at the beginning stages of figuring it out. So that brings us to Carrick. Wisdom check for me with a +2. And these things are definitely mad at you guys. This thing is definitely mad at you guys. There's no way he's in it.
That is an 18.
18. You are starting to get the hang of this moving thing. You can move up to 10 feet on this turn. If you'd like to. Oh, I'll send you an updated map.
Okay.
I forget that you're across the way. So that's the updated map. Not much has changed, except one of them's gone.
I like
Broadleaf killed it.
Mike.
I sent it to you on Facebookers.
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 Throw the hard R in there.
Facebookers.
Bookers.
8d8. Which level was that?
That was 4th.
You didn't even upcast it to 5th level. Blight is badass.
That's really good. Area of effect or single target?
It's distribution target.
Yeah, it's single target.
What?
Still really
So, we have confirmed that melee damage actually works on these things.
Yeah, one died.
Yeah. One of them is dead.
Sweet.
And this one, from what you can tell, it's air. It looks rough.
You mean bloodied?
It's turbulence.
Okay, I will pull out my swords, run up behind him, and just start swinging.
Okay, so you can float your 5 feet to him. Okay, make your attack rolls. Please miss all of them.
What's gonna happen, bro? First one
What's their DC? AC.
Signal.
is a 26 to hit.
It's what?
26.
26 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That is
I should have sent another one.
Yeah, apparently.
But that's how many you guys.
How many were there? You guys.
He wasn't there, but there was 4 of them and 3 of them, so I underestimated Broadleaf.
As you do. Okay. This is a lot of damage, so bear with me.
I could always conjure.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I don't want you to.
What?
Conjure animals.
The thing is, they have to all figure out how to move now.
Yes. I didn't think of that.
Oh, that's. What about a bird?
He summoned Nevatesh summoned an elemental, but he summoned an air elemental, which already knew how to fly.
I could do
What
that.
about bird? What about flying animals?
They know how to fly.
Yeah, so if you summon birds, they're fine.
So I could summon an elemental.
That is 22 points of damage. One of those points being poison damage.
Okay, what type is your weapon magical? Yes, you're using Marvel off Graknal.
Yes.
Okay, so that kills it.
How much damage did you do?
22.
Wow.
What
So
sound
you
rating are these?
you slice through the air elemental and it loses its
Gotta be
corporeal
decent.
form.
Oh,
They have 90 hit points each.
You want me to
They're a
summon-
CR
I can summon
5.
an elemental.
So technically that was a CR 10 encounter, and you guys are level 10 ish.
What do I say?
So like that should have been an average good encounter.
You like
Nope. We made it to the first turn of round 2.
Oh, pretty
Did the
good.
elementals get a turn?
So that was
So-
about a 6-second.
Did the
Down.
elementals
That
get a
was
turn?
yeah.
His turn.
They got one turn.
My screen.
So
Nice.
now
But they hadn't
we're gonna
rolled
have you
good.
guys just make wisdom checks till you figure out how to fly. So Broadleaf, wisdom check number 2.
Do I get advantage because I'm raging?
No, that's not how
I'm
rage
going
works.
to relentlessly wisdom.
That's a disadvantage.
14.
Pete, I like
It's easy because I don't have to add
You still
anything.
can't figure it out. You're still just you begin starfishing through the air. Make a con save for me to check if you puke.
feel like you didn't like me making that so easy.
No, that was fine. It only took the other guys 6 rounds to defeat
13.
3 of them.
Wait. 15.
15?
Con save?
Yeah.
Oh, 19.
Okay, you're fine. Toxin, wisdom check.
Check. That is 13.
13?
No, that's 10. My bad.
10?
Yes.
You kind of thought you had it figured out, but you're still losing it. You're not really keeping up with it. Carrick, wisdom check.
Oh, where's my spear?
I have to make a second one?
Gone.
Oh no.
There's no gravity, so it just goes.
Annabella's gonna be so disappointed.
Yes, you have to make it. You have to have a total of 3 successes.
It's like outer space.
So
it just
it's
keeps
not like
its
a
momentum.
drop.
Oh, that's a 20?
Wait, it would
20.
stop.
That's 2 successes for you. You now would be able to move up to 20. What is stopping it?
Air resistance. You said that the rock slowed down.
Okay, eventually it will stop.
Yeah,
But it's
once
a
you
spear,
figure it out,
it's
you can go
aerodynamic.
faster than it can. But once he figures out, he can go faster.
He has to
than it
figure
can.
out how to see
if he
it.
can remember the direction, which he can't because everything's the same in every direction.
Yeah,
We're
and
just
technically he's
moving really
moving
fast.
still
So
away from
he won't
everything.
be able to.
Broadleaf, wisdom saving throw. Can you make 1, please?
That would be a
No,
roll.
no,
Are
no,
you
10.
arguing with God?
Saving
Yes,
throw?
I am.
Check.
Oh, still 10.
Okay, you're still losing it. You have no idea where you're going. You're just reaching out for anything that you can grab onto to do anything. You're just falling farther and farther away from everybody. You guys are now moving in opposite directions. Toxin, wisdom saving throw. Or wisdom check.
What was the only pole arm I can use?
That, my friend, is 19.
Okay, that's 2 saves. You're starting to figure it out more. You can now move up to 20 feet controlled, but it's still
Does it have
difficult.
to be 3 consecutive wins?
No, just 3 total. So Carrick, wisdom check. The other people did this during combat. You know, 10. That's not. Yep, you're still. You haven't mastered it yet. Broadleaf.
9.
Should we just give up on you?
Both the other ones figured out and they tie a rope to him.
That might be where we end up. Wisdom check.
They probably figured out how to fly better than us, though.
Can I just cheat the system
That's
and
11.
use my magic carpet?
Yeah, but then anytime you get off of it, you have no control. What'd you get?
11.
11? Doesn't do it. Carrick, wisdom check.
Any direction that we can see that we need to go?
No, you'd need to, because you'd still need to decipher which way gravity is with the magic carpet.
It's an 8.
Okay, Broadleaf.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's anything around?
Yes, at disadvantage because you're spinning.
How do I know I'm spinning? There's no reference.
Round, baby.
Centrifugal force.
Yes, but everything.
G-force, Brody.
Everything you're trying to look for is spinning around you, so it's harder to see.
I'm proficient at perception because Did you know there's a background that gives you a free feat?
No, I'm not
What?
surprised.
That's gay.
You're gay.
15.
15 on your perception check?
Yes.
You see in the distance, through your spinning, there's a speck.
Okay.
I have a question.
I'm going to take my Ring of the Ram, and when I'm aligned away from that thing, I'm going to shoot.
Okay. And did you make a wisdom check this turn yet?
No.
I should have been going through turns to see how many turns it takes you guys to figure this out. Okay, make a wisdom check.
They're coming
Is
up
that,
on a minute.
why
really
is
quickly.
that? Because the Ram should work different.
No, that will work. I need you to make a wisdom check to see if you're beginning to figure out how to stop yourself falling yet, which you're at 0.
I have a
5.
You're still at 0.
question. I have a question.
Okay,
How far do I
make
get
a
closer?
dexterity check for the Ring of Ram.
You mean athletics?
Yes, sure.
I have a question.
Yes. And you're not raging
How
anymore,
does
by the way.
spinning
Aha,
make you dizzy
25.
without gravity, without direction? Because you wouldn't even feel like you're spinning.
Centrifugal force.
That depends on gravity, but we're in D&D world, so it doesn't matter. 25.
You manage to use your Ring of Ram to shoot yourself in what you believe is the right direction towards the speck. So now you're falling that way. Very fast.
You guys, I figured out you just have to use your magical ring.
Okay, Toxin. Wisdom check.
That's how they steer spaceships.
17.
17. You have finally mastered the art of moving, and you realize you just decide which way gravity is. And as you finally figure this out, you look up and you see Broadleaf go, and just whee!
I mean, yeah, where are you going?
Towards this little thing over here.
Do I have to make a perception check to see a speck now?
Sure. Yep. See if you.
You
Yeah,
can see
you can make it
Broadleaf
at advantage
fading
though
into
because
his
you
back.
see you kind of got the direction because of him.
That would be 13.
13. You're not 100% sure what he's going for, but you kind of get the idea that you guys should stay together.
Yeah.
So you start going towards him.
Gates
Can I
don't
tell
cough
what
off
Carrick to
gates,
do?
Yeah, you can yell at Carrick.
You just gotta control the gravity.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
I feel like that would just confuse even more.
You just gotta.
Oh, control the gravity. Oh, it's so
Yeah,
simple.
so I'm gonna yell at Carrick, just control the gravity.
Carrick, you can make this next wisdom check at advantage.
Carrick, please yell back. I don't think you understand the weight of this situation.
Which check is this?
Wisdom check.
That's a 19.
19. You have finally mastered spinning and controlling yourself. And you realize, like Toxin did, you're basically just controlling gravity. You just decide which way you want to go. And that's where gravity is now. So, Broadleaf,
I'm gonna keep flying that way till I slow down.
you still got to make wisdom checks for me.
Winwin
Want
really
to.
could have warned people about this.
Yep.
But Nolan didn't know.
4.
Me and you
Four?
did not talk
What?
about
No.
airplanes at all.
Win-Win wouldn't even think to warn them because this is
That's
he just
this
knows how to
is
do it.
normal. Yeah, he wouldn't.
it's just
know
flying.
that.
It's just normal.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
another one.
Why?
Just to tell you, I want to see how long this goes. I will probably go count this.
15.
Hey, that's one success.
Is that the first one?
Yep.
Wow.
Am I
Okay.
still flying in that direction?
Yep.
8. 16.
Hey, 2 successes.
20.
Hey, 3 successes. Broadleaf finally realizes it's just gravity. I just go the way I want. And the 3, are you all 3 heading towards the spec?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were trying to catch up to Broadleaf.
Yep.
That was pretty clever.
So, Broadleaf, instead of facing backwards, is now facing forwards. And you guys are heading towards the spec. And as you approach, it gets closer and closer and closer. And you see that it is a large cloud with like a cloud type building on it. And you land, and you see what appears to be a tavern with the words, "The Windside Rest," inscribed on it.
The Windside Rest.
Yes.
Does time work differently in the airplane as well?
For the purposes of tonight,
Okay, because
you guys are just gonna all
it
be
would have
busy.
taken them significantly longer.
It will say it took Broadleaf over an hour to figure out how to fly.
But no, they were in.
They, for all intensive purposes, they could have been only 10, 15 minutes behind you
I
guys.
suppose, yeah, because they were just looking for right. Yeah, yeah.
Because
yeah,
they woke up and left. And you guys left before they woke up, but it was the same morning that you guys
Yeah,
entered
yeah,
the
that's
airplane
right.
versus
I
them
gotcha.
arriving.
That makes sense. Okay.
So, you guys land, and a kind of what appears to be really similar to the elementals you were just fighting, but a little bit nicer.
How
Looking?
do I know it looks nicer?
You're a goblin.
He
you
comes
can't
up and
judge off
talks
his
to
skin.
you, and he looks more solid. You see kind of a wispy, semi-translucent dude step out, and he says, "Ah, hello, adventurers."
Ah. Have you seen a
Whoa.
spear flying this way?
No, but I did see some other humans, but none of you are. Okay. So, this one over here looks human, but his skin is kind of. Do you have a condition?
He has a condition.
He's got a condition.
No,
You should have that looked at.
it has been by many.
It's actually a really badass story.
All right. And you are green. Well, you're both green, but you're really short.
I used to be taller
Long story.
when I was younger.
You see, that's not how it works. It's backwards.
That's how it worked.
Might have to hear that story. And are you a... Okay, so like birds have scaly things on their feet. You have that everywhere.
He's birdfoot.
He's a big toe.
Did you fall off a larger bird, or how does this work here?
I'm what we call a dragonborn.
He's a reject.
Are we in like the main room? So can we overhear?
They're
through
outside.
The door by any chance?
Zephyrus went outside.
Through the door. Any
Did he
chance of
even
overhearing?
open
Make
the
a
door,
pers-
or did he go through the door?
He opened the door.
Is there a window right next to it?
Yeah.
Okay,
20.
Launch has his
20.
face pressed against
30,
it.
20.
Okay. Yeah, you heard it. You heard talking in broadleaf.
I'll be calling him Big Birdfoot from now on.
Okay. Anyway, would you guys like to come in? I have other guests, and we have food and drink available, and rooms for the evening.
Might as well.
All right. So you guys head into the tavern, and you see your friends, more or less. Yeah, you recognize everybody but the cat person.
What about, do we still recognize him?
Yeah, you look like a different bird.
I am a different bird.
You're a different type of Aarakocra. Are you a parrot Aarakocra?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can
He's a
I
parrot Aarakocra.
use my ring of mind shielding and ask who he is in his mind?
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Does it have telepathy?
Does it?
Well,
I don't know if it does.
I think it just protects it from people reading your own mind. Otherwise, I would have been using that the whole time.
Yeah, I think so. Let me check.
Don't you have a lead ring? Maybe not give you one.
He wasn't with on that.
Apparently
So I walk
none
up to
of
the group while
parties have
this is
lead rings.
while everyone's just kind of like mingling.
So everyone's at the same tavern right
communicate
now?
with you.
I'll look
if you're
over
out.
at Mr. Zeta and
Creatures can telepathically communicate with
ask
you
how long
if
have you
you're
guys been here.
Okay, so that needs to be them initiating it.
Oh,
Because they can if you allow it. Otherwise, it's locked.
3-4 bottles.
Sure, that's not giving you the
That's not.
ability.
Oh, so a bit.
Cannot
That's
look at a
my-
bottle of alcohol.
We're developing a
I do
plan
have a point.
to take down Monarch Delta.
So how many days have they been up there?
Now, what?
Oh, this
Yes,
is
All
15,
time?
20 minutes. You guys have been there. They went that far behind
but
you.
the important thing is we have not entirely ruled out credit card fraud.
Oh boy.
Carrick would know why we're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Where's
read it in the note.
Where's Cheems?
He's heard my
Oh, that's right. He went to jail.
So
The lad got what was finally coming to him, eh?
Yeah, because the rest of you would not have been aware that Teams went to jail.
Yeah, he just didn't make it through.
are we in the clear as far as trying to investigate this situation? Or are we still keeping this under wraps? What's the story?
Well, our good friend Zephyrus over here has explained that this kingdom, republic,
District, as he had put it.
district,
Oh, yes, district.
semi-autonomous peasants commune, is currently at a low level of war with Delta, so we're a little bit free to speak here. Now, the other matter to discuss is your skin condition.
Is Lilith part of Delta?
Yes.
Huh?
So, to catch you up slightly, we all have a friend who's from Delta.
Do we?
Yes.
Brain.
And
Is the other guy here?
No, he's preparing the meal.
So it's just the people here?
Yes.
It's probably getting towards time to redo.
Probably.
So I will just drop it for a second, let them see, and then put it back.
So you see the parrot Aarakocra turn into Win-Win, and then turn back into the parrot Aarakocra.
Thompson's gonna look at his
It's
gun.
Sarek!
No, I think
Bradley
that's our
has
friend Win-Win.
seen me do that before.
Oh, this bird person.
I forget. What did Win-Win turn into?
He was a parrot Aarakocra, and then he turned back into himself. And then he used his hat
Hat of disguise.
of disguise to turn back into himself, to turn back into a parrot.
Also, I would like to
Aarakocra.
point out, while he was himself, he was incredibly jacked.
Yeah.
Isn't he a wizard?
No,
I'm
he's
a
not a
blood
wizard.
hunter.
he's a blood hunter.
He's an emo.
Yes.
That's different.
So,
How many times has he died in my absence?
0.
None in your absence.
He wears a
Last
tie that can
time I
also function for
remember
another
seeing
thing.
Winwin, he was
Emo.
a wizard and pretty promptly died like immediately.
When was this?
We were facing the meatball.
So when now?
That was Bob.
That was Bob. That wasn't Win-Win.
Sorry, my bad.
That was Nolan's other character.
Ah, gotcha.
But it is funny because Win-Win did die a lot.
He died like the most.
I
Second to
believe at this
Broadleaf.
point you've died.
Everyone
more.
dies a lot in this group.
I wouldn't know that.
No, you wouldn't. You just know that he's a goblin
Yes,
now.
you
You
didn't
know
At least
that?
I've kept the same body.
So what do you think about
You
this?
literally
Max?
just changed bodies.
It's the same body. I just look
May
different.
redact that from your statement.
What was that?
Well, not in character.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about the Tabaxi now?
So,
That you know that's not Broadleaf.
We had
Winwin,
subs. I had subs.
I'm assuming is part of, indirectly, Delta.
That would be my family's last name.
He's the rightful king.
Oh,
So we're gonna put him on the throne. And we're gonna get all the bird seed we can eat. Is that racist?
I don't know.
Well, how would you like it if someone came up to you with a handful of
But you
seeds and
would.
say, Paul, you want a cracker?
Well, are they like sunflower seeds or like
What do we
like
eat here?
corn nuts?
Well,
I
It's
mean,
gonna escalate into the creation of granola bars.
because like if we're talking
I
those
assume
barbecue
farms and
corn
stuff
nuts,
and
I'd
wild
be
fish.
happy.
Is there wild
not
game?
chicken.
Is there deer? Can there just be like random deer and wild creatures just zoom in?
Okay, so like
Please?
manta rays, fish, they fly through the sky.
What do they call
So,
Flying fish.
Flat rays.
what is the current plan, aside from establishing that a member of our group is the rightful heir to the throne of Delta, that's currently at war with the people we're staying with?
The current plan.
I thought we were here to visit Lilith.
It is not my family that
Read
is
the
at
letter
war.
again, Broadleaf.
When my family was ruling, there was peace.
The current plan. We spend the night. We talk to Zephyrus about potentially associating ourselves with the military of this particular district, and see what we can do regarding Delta.
Gotcha.
Out of character clarification here. How does the politics work between districts?
Okay, so
Because Delta's typically like slightly oversees the other ones. I thought we had said something about it being like the high.
no, it wouldn't necessarily be the high one because then everything would be at war then.
Well, not like much over, and I figured maybe it'd be the type of thing where it's like they just rebelled after that. Because we had said,
bedtime, okay.
We had said High King before. We did not talk
We
about
never
it
said High
nearly
King.
enough.
No.
we did. I believe in my backstory.
Okay, so the way I have it kind of envisioned, kind of drawn up, more or less, is so there's multiple districts within the airplane. The actual ruler of the entire airplane is something entirely different. Because, okay, so if it was the High King, then the entire airplane now is under control of the fireplane, which is not how that works. Because then it would have been a lot more army. Your district is under control by by Lilith.
Okay.
And she is not necessarily letting so much the other districts know that she took over. She's trying to impersonate your family to some extent, but Zephyrus kind of knows what's going on, as do a lot of the locals in this area. Does that make sense? So it's not like there's all-out war going on, but there's always border skirmishes fighting from the airplane to the fireplane, or fireplane to the airplane, because the fireplane wants to take over the airplane. That's actually like D&D canon. The fireplane's always trying.
My backstory worked out really nice for that.
Yeah, the fireplane's always trying to take over part of the airplane, just
That's
because.
the Fire Nation attack.
Exactly. So yes, your family's kingdom has been taken over. It's not necessarily widely known that out beyond this area, hence why the higher powers that be have never stepped in.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it would make a huge difference anyway, but they know that Delta is kind of like the border guard district. between the fire plane.
What happened
Gotcha.
to my
So
drink?
Gotcha.
It is.
So,
Yeah.
king might not be 100% the right word, but we can say that's what the airplane people call it.
Overseer.
Because it might be more. It's a noble of some sort. Yeah, we didn't talk about this enough.
Not even close.
No.
No, we really should.
How does the term
This is
overseer
not at
sound?
all what I thought it was, but that's fine.
But
I
the
don't care.
airplane people call him king.
Okay.
Sure.
Gotcha.
And then like the big head honcho is something else. I'll figure that out later.
Okay.
So that is your kingdom district thingy, which is currently
Gotcha.
being ruled by Lilith.
Yep.
Okay. But
We really shouldn't talk more.
yep. We're good.
Yep.
Okay.
I think so. I will have more questions.
Launch will be
It's been
viewing at
9:56 for a long time.
What? Less than a minute, I
Time
guarantee
just
it.
like stopped.
I guarantee it's been less than a minute.
Launch will be hearing that Win-Win might be someone of importance. He says, I bow to thy burdiness.
Ugh.
I'm just gonna have a little less trust again.
Who?
I don't know how, but just
Who is the fuzzy cat-looking feller?
Can I kick it?
I would
yeah,
suggest
I would
kick-
appreciate it.
I'm gonna,
Good
I'm gonna
new addition.
kick it.
Tom's
Let's
gonna like
launch.
walk up behind.
Haunch?
Oh, never mind.
Lunch? What?
Launch with an L.
Launch?
We just learned how to launch.
Our launch
Like-
leaves space.
Like Lorce's. L.
Okay. It's nice to meet you, Launch.
Nice to meet you too, goblin.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, funny one.
You
Great
have
date.
funny words too.
Oh, come on,
Magic man.
I lean over to Dr. Z and Nevatash and I go, where did lunch come from?
He was following Chi because of a strong sexual attraction and has made a solemn blood oath to assist us in our task.
Oh boy.
What does sexual mean?
Don't worry about it. We'll get to that in private therapy.
What's therapy?
Don't worry, we'll get to that in private therapy.
What's dementia?
Anybody got a laser?
I have a firebolt.
Wait a minute. Maybe I have something cool. I don't have any cantrips. Never mind. I didn't put any down.
What
Launch.
about something like
Launch.
what's
Yeah.
that one?
You
Something
seem
for
like an
rain.
upstanding fellow.
You sound like even more upstanding fellow.
Well, thank you. Being as you're a
That
cat,
sounds-
I think it
whatever
would
it is.
be fitting that you have these slippers that make you stick to walls and ceilings.
Dad's calling me.
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
It's called slippers of spider climbing. I got them from Pizzazz.
He just
Beautiful.
gives you a high, powerful item just because.
I have so many, I feel bad.
You do have so many. You
What
keep
are they
taking
called again?
them. Boots of spider climb.
After
Slippers of spider climbing. They're green.
After you perfect. Bradley gives them to him. Lunch puts them on and just instantly falls towards the nearest wall. And then makes a cat noise as he's falling.
Thomas has a question?
So while all this is happening, I lean over to Nevatash and I go, so what do you think of their traveling pack so far?
Well, Garrick, I'm still fairly certain it's just a traveling therapy session.
Well, you did travel with a weird portion of the group.
I don't think you can convince me. It's going to take a lot of convincing to convince me otherwise at this point.
One quite literally does not have the mental capacity to
By
the way,
understand what they're
An enjoyable group it is.
And no one's died so far, so there's that. What?
Yet. No one's died yet.
Carrick?
Yeah. What?
A lot of people have died so far.
Looks looks like we're all here and accounted for.
Oh, you mean today?
Yep, yeah. Welcome back, bud.
Broadleaf, it is important to set reasonable expectations.
We need a sign that says days since player death.
Yeah.
Or character death.
No, just a sign that says
I haven't
days since Pete's character's death.
I now have prestidigitation.
There's some characters I haven't even
So
met.
yes, the important thing is that we're all still alive for now.
Several.
Well, I have more cloths in my bag, so.
You had a question, Mr. Z, Doctor?
Yes.
Completely thinks the boots are working.
So, we're working on
They're
individuals
working right now, even though he can't just
in
force
this
himself.
group currently. Are you okay with the plan to take over Delta?
I mean, I don't have a problem with it yet. I don't fully grasp the whole concept behind
Explain yourself, Win-Win.
Win-Win's rightful heir takeover. But from what I understand, the lady that's currently running it is kind of a B word, so.
No, as far as I know, an F word, fiend.
Oh, yeah, well that too.
Not a roulette or a blue dragon.
Barbarian.
But she may be a barbarian. She may not speak Greek.
You know,
But
Maybe she's a bishop.
I'm not even sure I know what a fiend is.
We can just call them burners where I come from.
Bro,
But,
fiend is the opposite of friend.
Yeah.
Carrick, you have to agree.
I do.
Oh, good. We're all on board. That is a binding verbal contract.
I feel nervous about these binding verbal contracts. What happens if you break this?
Okay.
Do you want to explain your
Hey,
backstory
yeah.
one more time since everybody's here? Explain what happened in Win-Win's words.
Wait.
No,
Where's
that
the
makes me
American
really nervous
Before
that Pete's
Win-Win
making
starts-
people make promises.
Launch is now stuck to standing on the wall, wondering why he's not falling towards the other wall anymore. Just make
By the way, Launch.
silently screaming to himself.
Launch. Later, I have an experiment to run involving a piece of toast with peanut butter on it and your back.
He instantly falls towards I can't remember his character's name.
Dr. Raoul.
Dr. Raoul after hearing the experiment.
I have a theory that you're just gonna kind of float.
Oh yeah.
I know exactly what he's going for. The perpetual motion machine. Or if that's the right thing.
Okay, Win-Win, you have the floor.
My family ruled for many, many years, and there was peace. All of the different districts all got along and worked together beautifully. One of my father's adversaries, if you will, came back a bit stronger than they were before, and slaughtered my family and took over.
Were they casualties of war, or was this murder?
It was, the Fireplane has been trying to take over for a long time. So Lilith was,
What was she again?
Monolith.
Originally.
Okay, so
I
Right,
forget,
'cause
I haven't
Fiend-
looked at my backstory for
Fiend comes back. So she was something else before she died
something
and became a
underseen
Monolith.
by my
She was a advisor of some sort in your family,
yeah.
and I'm gonna go away from D E F Fiend F I Flump fungi from orienting too far.
Nuclear reactor starting up. Turbo.
Launch slowly bumps into
She's under
a
fiend, isn't she?
I'll
No,
say
demons.
that she was an advisor, right? Close enough.
Yep, she was an
We'll say that's
advisor
what it is.
that died. And came back as a Marlith
Yeah.
and was trusted by her family still.
Not after.
Not
She
after?
Betrayed them before.
Betrayed them before and died and came back.
Yeah.
Launch slowly bumps into Raoul after falling for a small moment.
We'll say she tried to help the fire plane invade before, which failed. And she was just a human before.
Yes. So the gist of it is, it was a cold-blooded murder type scenario to just kill the family, take over their city so she can rule, and the people there are now oppressed. There's no freedom. Win-Win fled. Then they believed they killed him. And you haven't mentioned your sister yet.
I did a little bit earlier.
But you haven't. You believed her to be dead, but you were.
I never knew.
You were given.
I never had any idea what happened.
But you were recently or not recently, in the last 6 months or so, given
word that she's alive.
Yes, and that you would like to at the very least save her, and if not save all the people.
Yeah.
So
Preferably get the kingdom back.
In more emotional words, you explain that to everybody.
Yeah. I'm tired and right now worky, otherwise I'd roleplay it better.
So you all
Plus we had to kind of recap and figure out what actually did happen.
Yeah.
We really should have gone.
We were not as prepared as we should be.
Yeah. We'll have to talk before next time.
Yes. So, is everybody on the same page with what kind of happened to his family?
Yeah, I don't think
Sure.
Pete is.
Oh, Pete wasn't even there.
Pete.
Peter.
Everybody should get up
Moral
from
of
the
the
table.
story. They fought. They got mad.
Everybody say
Came
that.
back. Killed his family. Took over.
Eventually, as Win-Win is
I
explaining,
cannot hear
sits
Thomas at
down.
all.
Yeah, you guys can't talk when Thomas is talking.
Oh.
Say that again. The end part.
So you're coming back to reclaim the throne and avenge your family.
Yes. And hopefully find my MIA sister.
And free the people.
I'm in.
Good.
More like under new management.
As Win-Win is explaining it.
If somebody can find me a pole arm, I'm in. Otherwise, I'm in but less in.
This is all sounding very familiar to me.
So I go find Zephyrus and I ask him which room belongs to who and which.
Ah, of course, yes. Rooms are 1 gold for the night each. How many rooms would you guys be anticipating you would need this evening? There are 8 of you.
I look back at the group and say, are we just each doing a separate room or are we bunking up? What's the plan?
It's a lot of people in one room.
We can bunk up.
I would like to sleep by myself.
I don't have gold.
I don't think half of you would want to sleep with me. Apparently, I smell bad.
I don't have coin.
Sounds like 8 individual
How did
rooms.
you get here?
I guess I'll pay for the
And be allowed to spend money.
Catman, just because I have a soft spot for animals. Not calling you an animal, of course.
And this is a type of thing that the party fund can be used for.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to use the party fund for all of it, are you still running the party fund?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust Broadleaf with it anymore.
Reasonable. All right. Well, I will get those rooms ready for you. I trust that your meal is satisfactory.
It was more than satisfactory.
Very.
Good, good. Ray it's really quite a wonderful food when prepared properly.
It was a breath of fresh air.
One might say that.
By the way,
Yes.
what were you saying about me being a couple drinks in before something?
Well, I just thought that it might be better if you're somewhat liquored up before you stick your hand in through me. It's a very strange sensation.
Oh,
So you've been told, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Would you know the feeling?
Well, I mean, I've stuck my hand in other ones of us before on accident. You know, you were passing through a tight hallway. But, it is strange.
But if it makes you feel any better, if you can stick your hand through me too.
I've never tried that.
Grips his heart and crushes it. Oh.
What?
He murders the barkeep.
So...
Win-Win, are you trying to put your hand inside of our friend?
I am not involved in this.
No, Thompson is. And he's given the barkeep permission to do the same to him.
Alright, do you want to go first?
This feels like a weird kink thing that I'm not ready to do.
It does. It's weird.
It kind of does. Just
So
Thompson's
you stick
curious.
your hand into the
Just
wind
kiss and
spirit,
go over it.
and it feels like there is a cold, icy river running through your hand. It's just cold and bad. It's like you stuck your hand in an ice bath,
This
but
is
it's
quite-
moving.
I think he's just gonna go. This is fascinating.
Yeah, it's not pleasant though for me.
Apologies, and he's gonna take his hand out. He's gonna look at it. Is there anything on it?
No.
Strange. And then he's just gonna do this on his shirt, and then just he's gonna give him a piece of gold. Well, no, he's gonna give him probably 5 pieces of gold for the trouble.
Okay. Well, thank you. I hope that was a satisfactory experience.
Well,
Hey, it
Thompson
was
just
neat.
created prostitution.
It's not like I grabbed his penis.
That you know of.
If it's on his chest, there'd be a problem.
You don't know wind spirits.
Okay. That was interesting.
Launch is laughing.
Moving on.
Dr. Z, I might need that therapy session now.
Can I have Mountain Dew now?
Yeah.
At this time of night?
Yes.
Okay. We're not going to go too much longer because I ran out of planning unless you guys want to talk.
We need to talk out of game.
I just
Launch
had the
floats
therapy
over to
session,
your
so I
brother
was
and
really
speaks
excited,
in
so that's
Goblin.
fair enough.
Thank you for giving me these sweet slippers.
You speak Goblin? You look at him shocked and go,
I want to look to see who
"Who'd you
speaks.
Wait. Does Broadleaf speak Goblin?
Yes,
Yes.
it's
One,
day
two.
1. Verkündig mich tickelig bedecker, which means you're welcome. I figured you could use them.
Why do the two dumbest characters both speak Goblin?
Because it's gibberish.
Launch also speaks Dwarvish and Draconic.
I just got common and goblins.
So, that brings us to the end of this evening. So, you guys all go to sleep in your separate rooms
With socks on.
with socks on.
Separate rooms.
I'm gonna
Do we wear
infuse
socks?
one of my
I have
things.
talents, so no.
Okay.
Launch sleeps under the bed while Axe sleeps on it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna infuse my
Is this your
revolver with. Let's see, what are the things?
Do we get a long rest?
Yes, you will get a long rest.
Do we get XP
Yes.
before I leave?
No.
You get 7 XP.
How much XP do you get from murking a
We'll
Can
get
I
to that in
see
just a
your-
minute.
10?
Can I
I'm
infuse
guessing
with
I
fire?
don't get XP for that.
Say what, Storm?
Can I infuse my weapon with fire?
Is that how your infusions work?
I don't know.
We will look at that.
I'm pretty sure it just
Afterwards
gives you a
here.
+1.
So,
Turns into a magic.
Where do you find languages?
any conversations you guys want to have?
Oh.
Because I really don't have anything planned beyond this point. Yes, Pete, Zeta, Raul, Nevatash.
No.
Oh, you were unmuted, so I thought you were just waiting to say something.
No, I figured that for that wonderful role playing, that each of us would earn 24,000.
One day Dylan's just gonna be in a really good mood and say, "Yeah,
Absolutely.
why not?"
Well, I kind of want you right about the level you're at for where you're going.
You don't want me to get another
Wouldn't
feat?
it be better if we were at level 10?
Well, we
Most
did
of you are, half of you are level 10, or 2 of you are, 3 of you are, 4 of you are.
Wouldn't it
Not
be
me.
better if all of us were level 10?
Okay. Don't set pop cans in your
Launch
tough
a-
guy. Your mouse goes
And then
wild.
Technically, I'll be almost
10 more levels.
For sure.
No.
Let's just do 50k for XP. We're good to go.
Okay, is there anything else that anybody would like to happen this session? Anything?
Launch
I want
floats
to
over to
kill
Bradley
the ancient red dragon.
and says in
It's a little
Goblin,
late for
the
that.
British minds speak the same language.
I'm sleeping.
Was it halfling or
Morning.
dwarf?
After we sleep.
In the morning.
Was it halfling or dwarf that was the French?
I'm
Halfling.
gonna say back
Dang
in
it.
goblin.
Next character I was hoping it
Oh,
was.
wait, from the morning?
Sure. Morning happens, you guys are having breakfast, so any last
That
minute
doesn't make a lot of
conversations?
sense. But yeah,
When,
cares?
when
Throw
do
me.
we want to
Throw
summon?
you?
Throw me.
When do we want to
I don't
summon
want to throw you
those other
Why?
cultures?
because we're not that
That's
good of
gonna
friends
be a
yet.
last minute thing, like mid battle.
Go off. And then launch
Wouldn't hurt to have
floats
them to
away.
plan
Hmm?
with. Wouldn't hurt to have them to plan with.
Who?
You want the 5 stoner Aarakocras with you? If they die in any other combat, they're no help in the other one, in the main one.
It's fair.
You only get them once,
It's fair.
and they're only level 5.
Did you say 5 stoner Airy Crocos?
Yes. Back from like session 6 or 7?
We were in a tunnel. It was right after the Cyclops.
Right before the
Yeah,
Cyclops.
before the Cyclops. I should have just used it then. That'd been so funny.
I thought that was your knuckles.
That's a
Dude, he's got like one eye.
Secret tunnel.
So,
Through the mountain.
if there's no other conversations that you guys want to have in the morning,
I want to have one.
okay?
Secret tunnel.
Morning of the 18th day of the 9th of the 4th month of the year 1209.
Wait, we
When
forgot,
man wakes up just yelling secret.
we forgot to do the
tunnel.
thing when Pete got back.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. How you doing, Peter? Hey, Peter.
What is this from? This was planned on. What?
When?
We're officially derailed.
Well, that's okay. The DM has no more plans at the moment. This is as far as I got today.
Can we fight?
And I thought that combat would take like a full
Sure.
20 minutes longer?
Okay.
You should know better.
I have one RP thing I can request because Toxin.
What if we put our arms
Lay
together
on the head.
and have
I go to
opposite
Toxin Broadleaf and I go, guys,
We're doing it.
unofficial fight club. We should see if we can set up a fight club tournament in this little air place. See what we can dig up to fight.
are we talking? Are we talking like bare-fisted fighting or like weapon fighting?
Mm-hmm. No, barefisted fighting.
Me and the bird
Does
brother are
Thompson
gonna attempt
catch
a
any of
science
this?
experiment.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's talking to you right now.
I think we should do that.
Does Thompson catch any of this by your...
He went over to them, so we're just gonna let him talk to them.
I go like this, and then I scurry downstairs and find Zephys. Zephys. Question.
Yes? Good morning.
It's morning already?
Yes.
Shit. It might be too late now, but do you guys host any kind of fun activities that involve
Meat
hand-to-hand
raffles.
combat?
Not so much here, as this is more welcome to the airplane type tavern.
Welcome to the airplane.
We got funny games. I want to box characters goblin.
What are you looking to do?
Well, a few of my friends here would like to find an arena of sorts that may be available to utilize for an impromptu melee tournament, if you will.
Are you talking today?
Well, I was actually hoping to do it, like probably in the next 24 hours.
I mean,
I can give them an extra day, so you guys can, like, get the word out and see if anyone's interested. I thought it would be more of a prominent kind of like, hey, there's a place down the street that we do this all the time, but I realized I'm in a place I've never been before and shouldn't make assumptions, so I figured I'd ask first.
What's a street?
Oh boy. It's a thing that you walk down, but you probably don't. It's a thing that you float down. Path? An airway?
Oh, okay.
Channel?
Yeah, so kind of where we're at is just like one building, and I'm the only inhabitant. And the nearest building is cities that you have to fly to, a ways from here. This is not a place where people come very often. I actually do very poorly business-wise.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Have you thought about moving?
Well, you see, I'm kind of paid to be here. Not a lot, but they want somebody here to welcome people such as yourself to the airplane.
Paid by the tourism board.
More or less.
I want to do this so bad.
Well,
you guys have no
Little
idea.
Spice is what?
You want to punch?
Possible.
I don't know what I don't. He said something, but I don't want to say the word he said to say.
The thing you said was...
Little Spice is what?
What now?
What?
Lilith Spy says.
Oh.
Spirit Guardians.
I want to do this.
Some proof of
Not
thought,
tonight.
Mr. Cephas. If you would like to make this area an intro/attraction, I'm going to suggest a couple things, starting with a continental breakfast of all that the airplane has to offer as far as delicacies go.
Oh, you had that last night, the Ray.
For breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, maybe midday to mid-evening festivities, what you guys like to do for games, and then you end with a melee tournament of whoever may be arriving for the evening, if there are enough people to do so. However...
Let me write this down.
Yeah, sure.
Turns around, grabs a notebook, comes back, starts writing.
Seeing that it's only the three of us, it would be a pretty quick tournament.
I see. Well, the construction will take some time, but this is not a bad idea. It could become more than just a place for newcomers. Maybe I could get other folks to visit as well.
Mm-hmm. Maybe get a couple bards in and out of here. Have some concerts in the same coliseum that you do the fighting in.
Ooh.
Or make sure that it's like, completable services.
I heard of this one fellow. He was fantastic from what I heard. His name was Cedric. Have you heard of him?
You know, I saw him on tour.
Really? Was he any good?
Yeah. Sings, dances, tells jokes. Wonderful time.
I'm just over in the corner looking at Carrot going,
Sings, dances.
Are we all downstairs?
Resurrects the dead.
Yes.
Murders people.
I heard he was quite good. I might have to look into hiring him.
I think he's dead.
Man, though.
Sure.
He's...
Really want Miss Singh.
Oh, dismiss Singh.
Yeah, Miss Singh. I've heard about her from Broadleaf.
Not actually wrong, because you said it earlier today.
well, I heard it from a friend who's also dead.
You saw it on a poster. That body's dead. Wow.
So.
Why'd you close your laptop? We haven't done XP yet.
Do I have XP? No, I haven't.
Broadleaf, alright.
Not really.
If you do end up hiring entertainment for the evening, might I suggest Broadleaf for comedic act. He is accidentally probably one of the funniest people I've ever met.
But I do like to fight Club Idea.
Do any of you know a bod?
I have a question.
Yeah,
Yes.
that very quiet kobold that's been here the entire time.
He's nice. He's still... We get to go through all this again at some point with him.
He's gonna fight an aerial elemental by himself?
No, I won't make him fight it. You guys have killed them all now, for now.
We scared them off.
Yep.
I wouldn't have left him behind. He's made it to the hotel.
He's a little. I think he's got like bronchitis right now, so he's not really. He can't really talk. But you know, he's
I
quite talented.
before that day.
Okay, so this is where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh, you said okay.
Because
No,
we.
me and Dimmy have our thing.
What thing?
We're gonna link arms back to back and have opposite gravities.
Your arms hurt.
Pretty much.
All that's gonna do is just see how long you can hold on, because you're just holding each other's weight.
If you want to do that with Thompson, he's down.
But
You're light. Win-win.
Yeah.
You're just
No,
gonna
if
fall
you-
with
So
it.
it should go his direction.
Yes.
But I can spread my wings out.
Nolan, if you want to do that with Thompson, he's down.
Okay, we'll do that too.
Okay, but your wings are made to fly the other way.
They're flap really aggressively backwards.
Good old science.
Science. Okay.
We're trying to make new fighting techniques, but we're done now.
Brody has to leave. I don't have anything else really planned. XP for the air elementals real quick, and then if Toxin and Winwin want to do their thing after Brody leaves, they sure can.
We just did.
You just did? Okay. You just realized that you're just gonna fall towards.
We kind of knew that, but we wanted to do it anyway.
14,000 experience.
Okay, so no.
I'd be happy with 7,000.
It is going to be
4.
At least.
40,000?
Back to here.
Can we
Here
set
go.
a 7 XP minimum per session?
Why?
It's just natural 7. Naturally,
Oh.
there's 7.
That is going to be 1,200 experience for Toxin, Broadleaf, and Carrick.
That's sweet.
And we're going to give the rest of you 100 XP each.
I already closed the app. I'm not worried about it next time.
Okay.
I'm gonna forget to and not actually add it, but whatever. 100's not gonna do.
100's not that much. It's just it's its participation trophy.
It's chicken feet.
Okay.
Did you know that it takes 20,000 experience to get from 10 to 11?
Takes a lot. Okay. So that is where we're gonna end the live stream and stuff. Short night tonight, but I didn't have as much time to plan as I wanted, and half of you have to leave early anyway. So, thank you for joining us. If anybody ever watches this, we appreciate you. Yeah, tell them Nat 7 Adventure sent you. I don't know who you're telling or where they sent you to, but
Tell them the cows sent you.
you can catch us on Twitch frequently, typically every other Thursday, all on YouTube and on Spotify. That is yours. Yeah. Okay.
Tell them to catch us inside.
Yeah. Not catch you outside, catch you inside. Around the table.
Catch me outside, inside. How about that?
Catch you around the table. We need a good catchphrase. We should work on that. Okay, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
thank you.